From eerie footage of unsettling creatures lurking outside a homeowner's window, to the spine-chilling clip of a Heartbeats river monster, and even bizarre videos showcasing strange traditions and rituals. This video, captured in the dead of night, taps directly into the primal fear we have during the nights. This video, uploaded by a homeowner, reveals what might be lurking outside your window in the dead of night. In the footage, you can see a bizarre and creepy figure that vaguely resembles a dog, standing just outside the window, staring straight into the camera view. Calling it dog-like is a stretch, because this thing is anything but ordinary. It has these huge, haunting eyes and long, twisted arms that make your skin crawl. But those eyes, man, those eyes are the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. They pierce right through you, like they're peering into your soul. The fact that this creature just stands there, blankly staring into the camera, makes the whole clip 10 times more terrifying. Whatever this thing is, one thing's for sure. I'll be double-checking my locks tonight. Despite our best efforts, there are still countless secrets hidden within the depths of our forests. This next video, captured by a hiker, offers a glimpse into one such mystery that will leave you questioning what truly lurks in the woods. Did you catch that? The video you just saw was recorded by a hiker during a deep trek into an untouched forest. As he ventures further into the wilderness, it's clear from the camera movement that he's trying to capture something specific, waiting, almost anticipating. Then, out of nowhere, the reason for his focus reveals itself. A massive black figure peeks out from behind a distant tree. This creature was enormous. Even though we only caught a glimpse of its body, its sheer height and width were monstrous. As soon as the hiker spotted it, he bolted, and the video cuts off abruptly. So, what exactly did we just see? Those who've watched the video are convinced it was Bigfoot, pointing to the creature's towering height and dark fur as evidence. But with the limited angle and the brief appearance, it's hard to say for sure. What do you think? Was it really Bigfoot, or could it be something else entirely? As kids, many of us dreamed of encountering fantasy creatures like fairies and dragons. But as we grew older, we had to accept the harsh reality that these mystical beings were just products of our imagination. Or were they? This TikTok video, shared by a user, might just reignite your childhood wonder. It shows a mysterious hatching from a couple of peculiar eggs. Inside a glass-framed box, there's a strange, dragon-like baby that looks like it just emerged from one of the eggs. And if that wasn't enough to give you chills, there's another egg in the box, starting to hatch as well. The little creature has a lizard-like body, but its wings and those long, bent legs with sharp claws give off serious dragon vibes. Naturally, the internet is losing its collective mind, with people freaking out and screaming that dragons are real. But before you get too excited, let me burst that bubble for you. It's not real. Yep, I'm sorry to say, but what you're looking at is just an incredibly detailed art piece, made from clay by a skilled artist. I know, it's a bit of a letdown. But seriously, hats off to the creator. They did an amazing job, making it so realistic that it almost makes you wish dragons really existed. If you think tornadoes are terrifying, just wait until you see this wild tradition from an Afro-Brazilian religion called Umbanda. That's both scary and mesmerizing at the same time, right? This video was captured by a homeowner showing off a fascinating and somewhat eerie tradition that involves praying with a fire tornado. In the video, you can hear a religious chant taking place, and then suddenly, the floor is lit with fire. Within seconds, the flames spiral into a fast-spinning tornado, right there in the middle of the room. The fire shoots up, almost touching the ceiling, which looks downright dangerous. The way the flames twist and turn, it's like some kind of extraterrestrial force is controlling it. So, I did some digging and found an explanation from a firefighter. He mentioned that this kind of phenomenon isn't all that uncommon. Apparently, these mini-fire tornadoes happen when rising heat displaces the colder air around it, causing the flames to spin, especially if an accelerant is involved. So no supernatural forces at work here, just the laws of nature doing their thing. But still, doing that in a closed room, that's pretty dangerous if you ask me. People often say that animals, especially dogs, can see beyond our realm, that they have the ability to perceive spirits. I've always been a bit skeptical about that, until I came across this video uploaded by a dog owner. In this eerie footage, captured by a dog cam, you'll see a dog named Shiloh, whose best friend passed away just a few months ago, entering the house. But here's where things get really strange. As Shiloh approaches the door, she suddenly pauses and seems to allow a strange, white, dog-shaped mist to enter the house first. It's almost like she's waiting for something, or someone. The owner believes that Shiloh was letting her friend, the senior dog who recently passed, enter the house before her. They're convinced that this mist was the spirit of their departed pet, and that Shiloh is still interacting with her old friend, even in spirit form. What's really wild is that the camera view actually captured this misty figure so clearly. I have to admit, it gave me chills. I mean, I'm still a bit skeptical. It could just be a camera glitch, right? But then again, the way Shiloh waited for that mist to pass was pretty convincing. It makes you wonder if there's more to the world than what we can see. There are millions of species of bugs and insects crawling around our planet. Yet nature somehow continues to surprise us by adding more strange and bizarre creatures to its ever-growing collection. Just take a look at this. What on earth is that thing? This video comes from a Reddit user who stumbled upon a seriously strange creature crawling around their neighborhood. In the footage, you can see this alien-looking critter inching its way across the road. Its long body has a tree-like texture, with what looks like leaves on its tail and twigs sprouting from its back. The head resembles a bug, but the rest of it looks like a tiny, dried-up forest come to life. It's so eerie that it's almost as if this creature is an apprentice of some alien race. But despite its otherworldly appearance, this creepy crawler isn't from another planet. It's actually a known type of caterpillar called a bagworm caterpillar. These little guys are masters of disguise, creating a protective case, or bag, around themselves using silk and bits of plant material like leaves, twigs, or needles. This bag acts as camouflage, helping the caterpillar blend in with its surroundings and avoid predators. The one in the video seems to be a pro at this whole camouflage game because it's doing an incredible job of looking like a miniaturized forest. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. Sea monsters and their legends have been around for ages, with the Loch Ness Monster often stealing the spotlight. But recently, a video from South Africa has introduced a new contender in this race for the most terrifying creature of the deep. That's unbelievable. This video, recorded by a fisherman, was supposed to be just a casual day on the water at Harpies, but it took a terrifying turn. In the footage, you can see a fisherman rowing his small boat in the distance, with the water looking calm and peaceful. But then, out of nowhere, something happens. The fisherman suddenly gets sucked into the water as if an unseen force just yanked him down. And then the reason for it becomes horrifyingly clear. A massive giant snake emerges from the depths, swallowing the man whole before disappearing back into the water. The video cuts off there, but the terror it leaves behind lingers. It all happened so fast. 1 second the fisherman was rowing, and the next he was gone. It's absolutely terrifying to watch. But I have to admit, I'm a bit skeptical. To me, it looks like some clever editing. After the snake dives back into the water, the surface ripple waves look pretty fake. Like, if you look closely, they just don't seem right. The concept is chilling, but the execution. When everything shuts down and the world falls silent, what could be hiding in the darkness? What lurks in the shadows when no one's around? This eerie footage from an indoor basketball court might just give you the answers you didn't know you were afraid to ask. What you just saw was captured in an indoor basketball court as it was about to close, and it manages to record something truly unexplainable. The video starts with the court completely empty, no one around, not a sound, until suddenly a black smoke materializes out of thin air and begins hovering over the court. As it moves, the smoke morphs into a humanoid figure, and just as quickly as it appears, the video ends, leaving us with more questions than answers. This is seriously strange. That figure didn't look human at all. It started as this eerie, translucent, smoky mass before taking on a humanoid shape. And here's the thing, if this was some kind of editing trick, it was done incredibly well. The way the smoke blended with the surroundings, and how seamlessly it transitioned into the figure, it's hard to believe it's fake. Maybe it was a spirit trying to get drafted into the paranormal version of the NBA or something. Kids absolutely adore unicorns, and as adults, it's tough to break it to them that these magical creatures aren't real. But guess what? Now you don't have to, because this video from India might just prove us all wrong. Or at least, it gives us the next best thing.
Quem já viu boi com chifre só? Boi unicórnio. Oh, ferro.
Meet the unicorn. This clip was captured by a farmer and later shared on Reddit, and it features one of the most unique looking oxen you'll ever see. Instead of the usual 2 horns, this majestic beast sports just one, right in the center of its head. Talk about a living weapon. 2 horns are intimidating enough, but one smack dab in the middle. It's like this ox is channeling its inner rhinoceros, ready to charge at anything in its path. But there's also a darker side to the story. I've heard that some people intentionally create this look through surgery when these animals are still young, all for the sake of cashing in on the rarity of a unicorn. I really hope that this ox was blessed with its uni-horn naturally, and that it's not the result of human interference. Either way, it's one of those moments where reality and fantasy blur together in the most fascinating way. Our minds are truly fascinating, capable of conjuring up some of the most terrifying monsters we can imagine. But now, with the power of artificial intelligence, those nightmarish ideas can be brought to life in ways that are both thrilling and unsettling. This video is the perfect example of that. This video is computer generated. But just look at how eerily realistic it seems. In the clip, we see a massive, bizarre creature towering over a town, like it's as tall as the Eiffel Tower. But the strangest thing about this monstrosity is its head, or rather, heads. Instead of a normal head, this creature has two sirens mounted on a sort of post, blaring a sound that is pure nightmare fuel. Its long, lanky arms only add to its menacing presence, making you wonder what other horrors our computers could create if given the right prompt. What you're looking at is Siren Head, an internet urban legend brought to life by the talented artist Trevor Henderson. While it's just a fictional creation, the way AI has made it so tangible is both shocking and a little terrifying. You might have heard of the vengeful ghost of La Llorona, said to wander near bodies of water, mourning the children she drowned in a fit of jealous rage against her husband. This video claims to have captured her in real life. Uploaded on TikTok, this video purports to show actual footage of La Llorona. The scene appears to be a dimly lit parking lot, where, in the distance, a large mass of fabric is seen lying on the ground. Suddenly, the fabric begins to move, revealing what looks like a figure draped in a long cloak. The figure then walks away, with the sound of barking dogs echoing in the background. While some viewers insist this is La Llorona herself, others argue that it could easily be a prank or a staged video designed to attract attention. It's plausible that someone is simply wearing a long piece of fabric to mimic the ghostly appearance. Regardless of its authenticity, seeing this on a dark street alone at night would undoubtedly be enough to send chills down anyone's spine. Snakes are already pretty terrifying with the way they are built, but imagine encountering one with an extra edge, something straight out of a nightmare. In this video, nature seems to have played a wild card.
So a lot of you guys asked if both heads eat. The question is, yes, at least both heads try to eat.
What you're about to see isn't a scene from a Greek mythology movie. It's real footage captured by a researcher. This stunning snake doesn't just have one head but two, each working independently to chow down on what looks like a newborn rat. Both heads are locked in a bizarre tug of war, each trying to swallow the prey at the same time. It's like watching two rival snakes trapped in a single body, battling it out for a meal. With two separate necks, this snake has quite the dilemma. Who gets to eat and who has to back off? After a fierce contest, one head finally emerges victorious, swallowing the prey whole while the other is left with nothing but frustration. And just like that, the video ends, leaving you with a strange sensation of having witnessed something truly unique. It's fascinating, really. A singular body with two minds competing over food, even though it's all going to end up in the same stomach. Maybe it's not about survival at this point, but more about savoring the taste. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Ever wondered about those mysterious cave-like holes scattered all over the steep side of a canyon and thought, who on earth created those? This video will clear up all your confusion, and with a surprising twist, in this clip, a mountain goat seems to be casually chilling in its little cave. Nothing out of the ordinary, until the cameraman zooms out. As the view expands, it reveals that this cave is perched thousands of feet above the ground, high up on a canyon face. The zoom out also uncovers thousands of similar small caves dotting the cliffside. It's pretty amazing to see how these goats can reach such extreme places and make them their home. Mountain goats are equipped with specially adapted hooves that help them grip narrow ledges and steep inclines. Their hooves have a soft, rubbery outer layer for traction and a hard inner core for stability. These cave-like structures are more than just cozy homes. They also provide a strategic advantage by helping the goats avoid predators. After all, who would dare climb that high just to hunt them? The wind, with its raw power and unpredictable nature, can give rise to some truly astonishing natural phenomena. This captivating video offers a glimpse into a mesmerizing display that feels almost otherworldly. What just happened there? This video, shared by a hiker on TikTok, reveals what it's like to experience fierce winds on a lake. As the clip begins, we're instantly struck by the water darkening and a swift, mysterious movement across the icy surface. It's as if dark waves are undulating beneath the ice, creating an eerie spectacle that looks like some kind of epic battle is unfolding below. What we're witnessing here is just a powerful gust of wind, but the way it distorts the water's surface is nothing short of surreal. It almost seems like a giant megalodon is charging straight towards the cameraman. If I were to compile a list of the top 10 most dangerous traditions in the world, the Danza de los Voladores from Mexico would definitely rank among the top 3. This video will show you exactly why. In this video, you'll see a group of individuals dressed in vibrant traditional attire perched atop a towering pole. One participant, dressed as a bird, is dancing at the very top of this pole. At first, it looks awe-inspiring, but then you realize they're performing this daring dance hundreds of feet in the air. They're even strapped with ropes that dangle them upside down, spinning around the pole as the ropes unwind, gradually lowering them to the ground. The number of rotations each flyer makes often reflects the number of steps in the agricultural calendar. Known as the Danza de los Voladores, or Dance of the Flyers. This ancient ritual is still performed in parts of Mexico and Central America today. The ceremony involves 5 participants, 4 flyers and a caporal leader who stands at the top playing a flute and drum. While they all seem incredibly skilled and professional, the sheer height and gravity defying nature of this tradition are absolutely nerve-wracking. One wrong move, and it's game over. The concept of the firmament, also known as heaven in various religions, is something people either believe in or dismiss as myth. However, this TikTok video, uploaded by a user claiming to have captured a rare sight, might just offer some intriguing proof.
I'm looking at the reflection of the sun in the water right now, and you see there's like a rainbow around it. Does anyone else see that? There's a huge like rainbow just going around the sun.
In this TikTok clip, the user shares what they claim is their first real-life sighting of a sun halo, caught on camera. The video shows the sun surrounded by a stunning, colorful ring that resembles a rainbow. The sun itself also looks a bit different, but it's that vibrant ring that really enhances the scene's beauty. The clip has sparked a flurry of debate in the comments, with some viewers suggesting it's evidence of the firmament from biblical texts, while others argue it's just a sundog, caused by the refraction of sunlight through ice crystals. In reality, it appears to be more of a sun halo, which occurs when light refracts off ice crystals in a thin layer of cirrus clouds, forming a ring around the sun or moon. Who would have thought that the secret to staying warm in freezing temperatures could be something as unconventional as glass slag and work gloves?
Work gloves off and your hands do this.
In this video, a glass factory worker shows us his unique method for keeping warm while working in bitterly cold conditions. He explains that despite the freezing temperatures outside, he has a special ally in the form of glass slag. As he pulls off his work gloves, the real magic happens. Smoke starts billowing from his hands, as if he's got some kind of superpower. The smoke is actually a result of his body's natural heat and moisture interacting with the frigid air. It's a fascinating visual of how your body produces warmth, even when surrounded by extreme cold. It's like watching your own personal engine at work. Work can definitely drag sometimes, especially when you're stuck without a break. But imagine if you had an invisible friend to keep things interesting, like this worker experienced in a hospital.
Comienzo a contarla porque me pidieron 10 sábanas. Entonces he visto hueso y estoy recordando la sábana y se me abre la puerta y ya yo arrancó.
In this spine-chilling video, we're looking at security camera footage from a hospital laundry room where a worker had an unsettling encounter. The footage shows the staff reviewing the camera feed, which captures the worker moving through the laundry room with his cart. While he's busy sorting laundry, the cart suddenly starts moving on its own. The worker doesn't notice the cart's eerie movement until the door swings open by itself, startling him so much that he bolts out of the room. It's both creepy and baffling. After this unsettling experience, it might be time for the worker to consider finding a new job, especially if it looks like the invisible force might be gunning for his position. When enjoying a day by the seaside, always keep a close eye on your kids and pets. The ocean can be a treacherous place with hidden dangers lurking beneath the surface. Watch out. That was a close call. This video captures a woman recording her friend as she poses with their dog on a dock. Out of nowhere, a sea lion emerges from the water, and the girl quickly spots it. She swiftly picks up her dog to keep it away from the edge, but the sea lion makes a bold move, attempting a sneak attack on the unsuspecting pup. Fortunately, the attack fails, and the terrified owner dashes away with her dog. This close encounter underscores how wild and unpredictable nature can be. If the owner hadn't been alert to the sea lion's approach, things could have ended very differently. I used to be a skeptic when it came to aliens and UFOs, dismissing most of the videos online as fakes. However, this footage from Cuba has me reconsidering my stance.
Esto como un extraterrestre, algo así.
This video, captured in Cuba, has left many people astonished by what the cameraman managed to film. The footage reveals an unusual object in the sky with a bizarre design, two wing-like structures, and a central glowing body that's continuously rotating, much like the spacecrafts we see in science fiction movies. The whole thing looks like a high-tech construct, almost as if it's from an advanced alien civilization. Given the video's quality, it doesn't seem likely to be computer-generated imagery. It appears to blend seamlessly into the real-world setting. While one might argue it could be a drone, I've never seen a drone quite like this before. This footage has certainly given me pause, and makes me wonder if there's more to these unknown flying object sightings than meets the eye. This video hails from Ireland and presents eerie footage of a cryptid captured at a girls' hostel. In the video, we witness the girls behind the camera genuinely frightened, searching the hallways for something ominous. As they turn on the hallway lights, there is initially nothing in sight. Undeterred, they venture upstairs into the darkness. Upon turning on the hallway light upstairs, something chilling appears at the end of the corridor. The encounter is undeniably unsettling, and by pausing the video at the precise frame where the creature is visible, It appears humanoid, but on all fours. This cryptid is looking directly at the girls, conveying an imminent threat. Given such situations, my advice for all of you would be to bring along some form of protection, such as a stick or pepper spray during future investigations. You never know what you might encounter. As 2024 commenced, it brought along a natural disaster that shook the entire world, the Japan earthquake. In a video captured by a local resident, we witnessed the aftermath of the earthquake, revealing a massive landslide wreaking havoc in its path. The man recording the video desperately screams, urging households to evacuate. The landslide is relentlessly sweeping down the hill, annihilating everything in its trajectory, and its lateral expansion adds to the peril. Watching this video, my genuine concern extends to the man recording it. The footage also showcases visible cracks in the roads caused by the earthquake, further emphasizing the extent of the devastation. Towards the end of the video, a woman is seen running away from the landslide, possibly saved by the urgent warnings of the man. In these challenging times, I hope the people of Japan exhibit resilience, and may support from other nations aid them. When they say, "Don't bring a bow to a bear fight," they might be onto something. This video unfolds in the Canadian forest where a hunter goes on a hunting trip. However, his expedition takes an unexpected turn as he comes face to face with a black bear. Armed only with a bow, the hunter lacks a solid defense if the bear decides to attack. As anticipated, the worst-case scenario unfolds, and the bear charges towards the hunter. Despite the initial attempts to scare the bear off by yelling, it proves futile, and the bear ultimately attacks the hunter, causing him to fall. However, don't worry guys, the hunter emerged unharmed as the bear retreated after the encounter, and he retrieved his camera to assure us he is alright. Nonetheless, it remains a remarkably close call, and the situation could have taken a more terrifying turn. Imagine waking up in the morning, ready to start your day, only to encounter a snake emerging from your toilet. This video captures exactly that scenario, unfolding in Malaysia. In the footage, we witness a thick snake emerging from the homeowner's toilet. The homeowner records the unsettling scene from a safe distance, suggesting that they encountered the snake before deciding to document it. The snake casually explores its surroundings, seemingly searching for a way to exit. This sight is undeniably frightening and unsettling, as it turns a common morning routine into a potential encounter with unexpected wildlife. Prepare to be astonished when you hear that there are people in this world who believe they could engage in a fight with a bear. If you happen to be one of them, this video is a must-watch. Captured by a wildlife photographer, the footage unveils a fierce confrontation between two bears. The intensity of their growls alone is enough to send shivers down your spine. As the bears employ their paws and bodies in the battle, the entire atmosphere becomes charged with tension. The bears continue their ferocious clash before eventually ceasing the confrontation. Witnessing this fascinating yet scary sight highlights the immense strength these creatures possess. The way their bodies rumble during the fight is truly daunting, making it clear that being the opponent of such a powerful force of nature is not a position anyone would willingly choose. Picture yourself on a sundown grocery run, cruising in your car when suddenly everything becomes brilliantly bright, as if the sun has made an unexpected reappearance. However, the reality dawns on you It's not the sun causing this intense illumination. This video originates from Russia and was captured by a car's dashcam. The footage reveals a strange glowing light traversing the sky, gradually approaching the surface. As it descends, the light intensifies, illuminating everything below. According to news reports, this phenomenon was caused by a meteorite disintegrating upon entering Earth's atmosphere. The awareness that it was a meteorite adds an unsettling element to the video. Contemplating the potential consequences if the meteorite had struck the Earth's surface raises questions about the magnitude of destruction it could have caused. Thankfully, the meteorite disintegrated in the sky, preventing any catastrophic impact on the ground. This YouTube video, posted by a channel named Asia Wire, showcases an unusual humanoid baby with distinctive features that set it apart from a typical human infant. The baby in the video possesses hands and feet resembling those of an animal, along with a mouth adorned with two prominent fangs and strange ears. The footage, recorded by a woman, appears to be a demonstration of this creature, which could potentially be a prop for a creative project. While there's a possibility that this is a prop, its realistic appearance draws parallels to characters from fantasy films, such as those in The Lord of the Rings. Despite having some human-like features, the baby bears a striking resemblance to a Tasmanian devil, evident in its fangs, hands, feet, and even a tail. The question arises, is this a hybrid between a Tasmanian devil and a human, or is it simply a prop designed for a movie project? There's a common belief that if you live near woods and hear strange screams for help at night, it's best to call the police because some person might be in trouble. However, that is not always the case. A homeowner recently uploaded a video on Facebook capturing the eerie noises emanating from the nearby woods. Intrigued, he ventured out to investigate further, only to discover that the voices sounded like a human yelling for help, but accompanied by unsettling growls. Some viewers suggested the possibility of skinwalkers, beings known for transforming into other living forms to deceive and lure unsuspecting individuals. It is also especially known that skinwalkers try to imitate voices. However, they are not very good at it. Just listen again. In such a situation, the best course of action is to call the police, allowing trained professionals to assess and handle the situation appropriately. Ever heard of the Michigan monster legend, the Dog Man? Well, if you haven't, this video is about to give you a glimpse of what it's like to have one in your area. The footage shows a street, and the guy eagerly zooms in on something in the distance. You can clearly see there's this dog-like creature jumping around in a really strange way. As the creature leaps, you can see its legs and arms, which look like a mix between a human and a dog. According to the guy recording, this creature appeared to be on the hunt in the neighborhood, making all kinds of scary sounds.
Fuck is that?
I used to think that dogmen were just myths, but after watching this video, I've got to admit, it's adding another thing to my to-fear list. The video originates from an explorer who frequently delves into abandoned structures in forested areas. During one such exploration, he encountered an abandoned cottage-like house in the heart of the forest. Before entering, he recorded the surroundings of the house. However, upon reviewing the footage later, he made a chilling discovery, something peeking through the side windows of the house. The explorer initially missed this during the exploration, as it was concealed in the darkness. Upon freezing the frame and zooming in, it becomes apparent that the entity is a tall, humanoid creature, Unfortunately, the obscured appearance and lack of facial features make it challenging to discern more details. The eerie aspect is that this creature was present in an abandoned house deep within the dense forest. The motives of this mysterious creature remain unknown. Its presence raises questions about why it would choose to stay in such an isolated and abandoned location. The unsettling nature of the discovery adds an element of mystery to the explorer's adventure. This intriguing video showcases a rare and captivating sight of a coyote and a badger traveling together. The footage begins with a coyote patiently waiting, and soon, a fat badger enters the frame. To everyone's surprise, they casually journey inside a drain pipe together, displaying a unique camaraderie. This behavior, documented in the San Francisco Bay Area, marks the first time such an alliance has been captured. Coyotes are typically seen as solitary and predatory creatures, making it uncommon for them to team up with an animal like a badger. Similarly, badgers are known for working exclusively with their own species. However, this badger has defied stereotypes. Now, there's a curiosity about what their collaborative hunting process looks like, adding an additional layer of fascination to this extraordinary wildlife encounter. A hiker was exploring the deep woods of Lucas, Canada, when he stumbled upon a truly strange and captivating sight. Deep within the forest, he spotted something big and dark in the distance, prompting him to start recording. At first glance, the creature in the video seemed like a large bear, but upon closer inspection, it became clear that it wasn't a bear at all. It was something entirely different. This mysterious creature boasted a thick coat of dark brown fur, giving it a massive and humanoid appearance. Its demeanor appeared rugged, and it seemed aware of the camera's presence. After a while, it nonchalantly walked away. Considering all these characteristics, it's reasonable to think that this creature resembles what many of us refer to as Bigfoot. Bigfoots are known to avoid being recorded or observed by people, choosing to reside in densely wooded areas. Moreover, to me, the video doesn't seem to be a hoax, as the creature's movements and appearance appeared far too natural to be fake. Do you believe in aliens? Well, if you're not sure, this video might just make you reconsider. It's from a farmer who stumbled upon something intriguing in his farm soil. At first, the creature he discovered seems like a regular worm, but then it does something really surprising. It shoots out a white root-like thing from its front, resembling something you'd see in an alien movie. This root attaches itself to the farmer's hand, and after a few seconds, the creature sucks the white substance back in. To me, it looks like this white substance might be the insides of the worm, and it's as if the worm threw its insides out on the farmer's hand, and then sucked it all back in. It's a truly bizarre sight, and I have no idea if this creature is from our world. If you know anything about it, feel free to share in the comments. Encountering something unknown or strange can be unsettling, but being stalked by it takes fear to a whole new level. In this video from a hiker, we get a glimpse of distant bushes with something lurking within. This mysterious creature keeps peeking its head out, observing and following the cameraman's every move. From its appearance, the creature seems quite humanoid, with an all-white body. When it peeks, we notice it has no hair and lacks typical human features, except for its nose, ears, and eyes. The creature also appears tall, easily peering over the tall bushes. It's genuinely frightening to witness something unknown, especially when you can't identify it at first. Towards the end of the video, the creature reveals itself to the hiker, causing the hiker to startle and quickly bolt away from the scene. This video is from a popular hiker and explorer, showcasing his journey into a forest. While he records himself, there's something large and black trailing behind him in the background. Surprisingly, the hiker seems oblivious to the potential threat and continues to explore casually. After taking a few more steps, the black figure appears again, this time much closer. Up close, it becomes apparent that this creature resembles what people commonly refer to as Bigfoot. Although it's not as large, it's shorter, with a wide body, covered in thick black fur, resembling a peculiar gorilla or ape. One frustrating aspect of the video is that it ends suddenly when the creature is close to the hiker, leaving us in suspense about what happened next. Exploring abandoned houses can lead to some unforgettable experiences, and that's exactly what unfolds in this video. The camera captures a massive house with a creepy, old haunted atmosphere. As the cameraman explores, something catches his attention passing by a second-floor window, sending a shiver down his spine.
Yo, what the f is that? What the f is that?
Moments later, the mysterious figure reappears. Upon slowing down the footage, it becomes apparent that this creature is remarkably tall, only revealing its body covered in what appears to be black fur. Some viewers speculate that it might be a Bigfoot inhabiting the abandoned house, but I doubt it, considering Bigfoots typically prefer secluded, dense woods to hide rather than dwelling in houses. Regardless of what it was, my advice to the explorer is to leave the house undisturbed. After all, it seems someone or something else has already claimed it. Many believe that dogs can perceive things beyond human senses, and this video serves as evidence of that notion. The footage captures a group of dogs barking fervently into the darkness, clearly alarmed by something lurking in the distance. The cameraman then directs our attention to where the dogs are focused, revealing the head of a tall figure standing behind the stairs. This enigmatic figure remains still for a moment, and its towering presence becomes evident. After a while, the figure emerges from behind the stairs, revealing a humanoid, ghost-like creature with a hunched back. Due to the darkness, the details of its appearance remain unclear, but the overall impression is undeniably terrifying. The dog's agitation and fear now seem entirely justified in the face of this eerie presence. This video originates from India and captures a startling moment of a real ghost sighting, as recorded by a biker. The footage showcases a mountain road with a breathtaking landscape below. As the bike moves forward, the camera captures a figure standing on the roadside, a ghostly apparition of a girl in a white dress with long hair obscuring her entire face. This ghostly presence remains still, seemingly waiting for someone passing by to stop, perhaps so it can carry out some kind of action. Stories suggest that these ghosts are the spirits of individuals who met with accidents on that road and now haunt it by appearing in this manner. It's a genuinely chilling sight, and the fact that it all unfolded in broad daylight adds an extra layer of fear to the encounter. Here's another intriguing piece of evidence that suggests the existence of aliens. This video, captured in Norway at night, reveals a meteor-like object traveling through the sky. What makes it even more fascinating is the dense, glowing smoke trail it leaves behind. After some time, the object shoots upward, causing the smoke to disperse and appear separated from its main body. The camera zooms in, revealing a glowing object within this smoky formation. As this glowing object moves further, it emits another similar object, surrounded by its own peculiar smoke rings. It's a spectacle of unusual occurrences, filling the entire sky with its captivating light and smoke display. Some viewers believe these were alien ships, but I lean towards the idea that it could be a military experiment, perhaps a missile test, creating this mesmerizing show in the sky. I believe crocodiles rank as the world's most dangerous predators since they can hunt on both land and in water. In this remarkable video, we witness a crocodile in hot pursuit, creating a truly captivating scene. As the crocodile chases, it showcases incredible swimming skills, managing to close the distance between them. Despite the crocodile's attack, the addax retaliates by jumping around, momentarily startling the crocodile. Seizing the opportunity, the addax sprints out of the water and, once on land, turns the tables on the crocodile. This thrilling encounter was captured by tourists on a boat who expressed their excitement about the unfolding drama. However, I can't help but feel a bit sorry for the crocodile, as its meal plan for the day didn't quite work out as expected. Hunting a porcupine is like giving yourself a painful jab with a hammer. This video takes us on a journey through a forest safari, where a couple captured an intense encounter. Initially, two porcupines flee from their nest in fear, and soon, a jaguar emerges from the same nest. Facing the jaguar outside, the porcupines don't back down. They retaliate and charge at the jaguar. In the ensuing struggle, the jaguar attacks, but the porcupine's spiky defenses prove effective, leaving the jaguar startled. Realizing the jaguar is injured, the porcupine seizes the opportunity and makes a run for it. However, the jaguar, driven by hunger, continues the chase, leaving us on the edge of our seats as the video concludes. It's truly fascinating to witness nature's design, with built-in protection for porcupines, making them a formidable challenge. The video originates from a village church where locals reported hearing strange noises at night. Concerned, they called in a paranormal investigator who set up cameras and motion detectors inside the church for the night. Upon reviewing the footage in the morning, they were startled by what they discovered. As the video begins, a hunched figure swiftly moves in the distance, accompanied by a loud and chilling growl that echoes throughout the church. The ghostly presence is unmistakable, and after it passes, its shadow lingers for a moment before disappearing from sight. The revelation from this footage sheds light on the source of the eerie noises and screams heard in the church. Given the unsettling nature of the discovery, it might be time for the villagers to seek the assistance of a pastor or a higher authority to perform an exorcism on the church. This video hails from Bahawalpur, Pakistan, capturing a man boldly challenging a lion to a one-on-one encounter. In the footage, the man fearlessly enters the lion's enclosure, grabbing a long log from the ground. With determination, he rushes into the lion's sleeping den, prompting the lions to quickly exit, seemingly startled. Once outside, the man begins instructing the lions using the log, moving it around them while they stand there, appearing frightened. The sight of the man confidently entering the lion's resting place and witnessing the lions emerge with fear is truly captivating. It almost seems like the roles are reversed, with the man becoming the dominant force, and the lions, usually considered predators, behaving more like prey in this unusual encounter. Imagine playing an RPG game and casually strolling around when, in the distance, you spot a glowing light on a mountain, triggering thoughts of a new quest. Well, this video from Essex, UK, captures a real-life version of that scenario.
What is it? Towers of light or something.
The footage reveals a distant mountain, adorned with mysterious glowing lights, almost as if the gods are presenting us with a side quest. These lights are not only sizable, but also seem to move around, giving them an almost alive quality. The scene is both beautiful and unsettling, leaving us in awe yet questioning the source of these enigmatic lights. While a plausible explanation could be a fire, with the surrounding fog creating the illusion, the true nature of these lights remains unknown. What are your thoughts? Have you ever seen Gollum from the Hobbit movie? There's a TikTok video claiming to have spotted a real-life Gollum in the forest. The footage shows a wooded area, and in the distance, there's a humanoid figure moving around. This creature resembles a blend of a monkey and a human, specifically like Gollum from the movie. The hiker recording the video managed to capture the creature again, but this time it was up in the trees. Just like the Gollum in the movies, this creature effortlessly leaped from one tree to another. Could it be that this real-life Gollum is searching for the ring in the forest? Imagine you're out for a walk, and you get this feeling that someone or something might be following you. You might brush it off as just a passing thought. But what if it's not? There's a video that comes from a home security camera showing a backyard fence that seems a bit beaten up. However, the real focus is on the face peeking through the gaps in that worn-out fence. This face is really strange and eerie. It's like a mix of human and ape, covered in a thick layer of black fur. It's just staring right into the backyard of the house. Some might say it looks like Bigfoot, but we can't be sure since only the face is visible. After a while, this mysterious creature just walks away. I know some say it is Bigfoot, but from all the videos I have seen, this one looks way different. The face looks skeletal-like, nothing we'd expect from a Bigfoot. So what was this creature? What were its motives? Why was it staring inside the house like that? There are many unanswered questions. Ever watched those horror movies where a group of friends goes on a camping trip in the forest only to encounter a strange creature haunting them? Well, this video captures a real-life version of that scenario. 3 friends are camping in the Canadian forest when, suddenly at night, one of them hears strange noises emanating from outside their camp. Curiosity prompts him to investigate, but the sight outside terrifies him, sending him into a panic.
Yo, what's... Run! Run!
The other friend also ventures out, experiencing the same fearful reaction, and both decide to bolt. The friend recording the video also rushes out, and upon looking back with the camera, we witness the source of their terror. A 4-legged, terrifying figure has infiltrated their camp. This creature appears to be a hybrid of a dog and a human, exuding a threatening aura. It's an intensely frightening encounter, and one can only imagine the potential danger if this creature had managed to capture one of them. Natural disasters truly instill fear in me, because once unleashed, they're beyond our control. In this video, a firefighter captures the formation of a tornado above a wildfire. This tornado appears incredibly fierce and perilous, with bushes, smoke, and ashes coiled in its swirling winds. The tornado's color is dark due to the smoke and powerful wind, and the burned remnants of bushes and ashes revolving around it are both terrifying and astonishing. The slow, rhythmic movement of the charred debris creates a mesmerizing spectacle. Even though it's a site of destruction, the brave firefighters are giving their all to combat the wildfire, but this tornado poses a significant challenge in their efforts. This YouTube video from the Squatch Watch channel captures a truly frightening scene that would be a nightmare for any homeowner. In the footage recorded by a homeowner, we get a view of the backyard with a dog that's fixated on something in the dark. The homeowner is puzzled about why the dog is behaving this way and what could be frightening her pet.
What are you doing?
Calling out to the dog yields no response. The canine remains motionless, staring into the darkness with intense focus. Perplexed, the homeowner approaches the dog and, upon looking in the same direction, experiences a shock of a lifetime. 2 glowing eyes staring back at her. These eyes are positioned at a low height, suggesting the presence of some strange animal that had captured the dog's attention. I wonder if it could be some sort of devil dog. What are your thoughts on this mysterious encounter? Imagine being out on your speedboat, enjoying the sight of dolphins and sharks swimming alongside you, but suddenly you see a massive, fearsome predators chasing you. There's a video captured by a fisherman during a routine fishing trip that tells a thrilling tale. As the fishermen were going about their usual fishing run, they suddenly sensed something trailing them. With a burst of speed, they realized it wasn't just any marine creature. It was a massive crocodile. This formidable predator wasn't leisurely swimming. It was actively chasing the fishing boat, keeping pace effortlessly. The sight of this colossal crocodile in hot pursuit sends a shiver down the spine. It's astonishing to think that these hefty creatures, typically associated with a slow and lumbering nature, could be so agile and determined in a chase. Perhaps it was after the captured fishes on the boat. But if not, the only other chilling possibility is that the crocodile had its sights set on the humans aboard. Ever heard of skinwalkers? These are creatures that can shapeshift into different animals and trick their prey. There's a video taken by a hiker that supposedly shows the true form of a skinwalker. In the video, the hiker points the camera at a tree in the dark. It seems like they were trying to capture something at the top of the tree. As the camera zooms in, a face becomes visible on the tree, giving an eerie feeling. The face then moves a bit, revealing the entire body of the supposed skinwalker, looking quite human-like. It appears that this skinwalker might have taken the form of a lady to lure the unsuspecting hiker. The situation seems unsettling, and there's a concern that the hiker may have fallen into a trap.
I know he's right there.
Came across this intriguing video showcasing the cleverness of foxes. The footage captured by both a home security camera and a trail camera features a fox displaying some unexpected behavior. The curious fox, seemingly intrigued by the house security camera, takes a moment to sniff it before deciding to grab it and make a run for it. Caught on the trail camera, we witness the fox holding the camera in its mouth, and the view is quite amusing as we can only see its little feet stepping along. It's fascinating to observe these creatures taking an interest in equipment that serves no apparent purpose for them. It almost seems like the fox might have seen humans using cameras, prompting it to mimic the behavior by stealing and carrying it around. Fortunately, the homeowner discovered the missing camera and shared the video, treating us to this entertaining sight. I can't quite grasp why some adventurous hikers are drawn to the deep woods at night, considering we never really know what lurks in those shadows. This video comes from one such daring hiker, recording the woods around him during his nighttime adventure. While scanning the surroundings, he spots something unusual in the distance that grabs his attention.
What the is that? What is that?
Zooming in on the mysterious figure, he realizes it's not a familiar sight. It's a cryptid seemingly stalking him. Recognizing that an unknown creature is on his tail, the hiker swiftly makes a run for it.
Oh, it's moving. No. Look at that. No, look at that.
Some viewers who watched the video speculated that it might be a person wearing a mask, given the facial features. I lean towards that possibility too, as the creature's body, covered in realistic-looking black fur, adds an unsettling touch to the encounter. This video is from a forest ranger who responded to a night call from locals, reporting strange noises near a water pump camp. Armed with a flashlight and a camera for evidence, the ranger ventured into the area. Initially, everything seemed normal and quiet as he explored the surroundings. However, as he continued recording and reached a bush, something caught his attention. A strange creature peeked out from behind the bush, and when it fully emerged, it revealed its truly bizarre nature. The creature's eyes reflected the flashlight, and its body had an unusual shape. Its hands seemed connected to its head, while the lower part of its body appeared somewhat humanoid. The creature's skin was bare, without any fur, and its eyes had a strange, binocular-like appearance. Encountering this strange and somewhat scary sight, the ranger deserves credit for staying composed and recording the creature for a solid 5 seconds. When it comes to Bigfoot sightings, many are often dismissed as fake, but Claudia Ackley's captures have gained credibility among analysts. One of her most notable pieces of footage shows a large, dark figure peeking from behind a tree in the distance. The creature appears massive, displaying a humanoid body with a head, shoulders, and a thick black fur-covered body. It seems like this creature is stealthily observing a family, remaining motionless to avoid detection. However, once it senses it's being recorded, the creature departs. Claudia Ackley believes this was the legendary Bigfoot, citing numerous sightings in the area. What are your thoughts on her capture? Does it seem authentic to you, or do you think it might be a hoax? This video originates from India, capturing a road through a security camera. In the footage, we can see cars passing by on the road around 10:30 in the morning. As the scene unfolds, a woman pedestrian is walking on the side of the road. However, as she is about to cross, a shadowy black figure suddenly appears before her. The figure starts chasing the woman, prompting her to look back and realize the pursuit. In a moment of tension, the black figure transforms into a humanoid shape and begins running after her. Eventually, both go out of the camera frame, and the video concludes with a wild chase. It's concerning to witness the girl encountering this ghost-like figure, and one can't help but feel sympathy for her. If I were in her shoes, I would likely have reacted the same way, running away from the mysterious and eerie encounter. The connection between hikers and Bigfoot is like a tale of Romeo and Juliet, and this video perfectly captures why. Recorded by a hiker in Alaska back in 2011, the footage unfolds in a dense wooded forest. Amidst the trees, a creature resembling Bigfoot casually strolls through the woods.
There it is, it's right behind that tree.
This Bigfoot-like being is massive, boasting a body covered in white fur. It appears to be on a mission, moving swiftly through the forest. Impressively, the creature effortlessly jumps over obstacles, showcasing both size and agility. Upon closer inspection, the Bigfoot bears a resemblance to an ape. However, what makes this sighting even more intriguing is the absence of apes in Alaska, making it highly likely that this is indeed the elusive Bigfoot. When hiking in mountainous areas, it's crucial to carry pepper spray or a hunting horn to handle unexpected encounters. A hiker uploaded a video on Facebook capturing a trail track where, at the end, a mountain lion is spotted sitting.
And look at this. It's Uno, just chilling here. I just came around the corner here. She's literally just sitting here watching me.
The hiker, cautious not to provoke the mountain lion, stops and starts recording. As the hiker stares down the mountain lion, the big cat begins to approach. However, to the hiker's relief, the mountain lion simply passes by without causing any harm. The hiker, visibly relieved, points out that he also has pepper spray on hand, just in case.
Wow. I had pear spray ready.
This video serves as a valuable example of the importance of having pepper spray and knowing how to handle such situations while exploring the outdoors. This video feels like a scene right out of a nightmare. Recorded by a homeowner, it captures an enormous and terrifying tornado looming in front of a house. The tornado is massive, reaching skyward with considerable thickness. Interestingly, despite its appearance of standing still, there's a chilling fact I've heard. If it seems stationary, it might be heading your way. After capturing the initial footage, the homeowner wisely retreats inside the house. From a safer distance, the video shows the tornado's vast and towering presence against the sky. Towards the end, rain starts falling, and although the tornado seems to calm down, the lingering fear remains. Imagine encountering such a situation outside your house. What would you do? This video serves as a perfect lesson in Bear Capture 101. It features a massive mama bear casually walking through fields with a cage in the background. Instead of immediately entering a cage it encounters, the bear curiously sniffs and investigates the surroundings. After exploring for a bit, the bear moves to the other side of the cage, attempting to reach the tasty fish inside. Despite its efforts and struggles, the bear can't reach the fish from outside, so it decides to venture into the cage. However, as soon as it steps in, the trap activates, and the door closes behind it.
Чтоб не сломал ничего, блин, ваши железки.
Красавчик!
Feeling trapped, the bear becomes agitated, desperately trying to break free. Onlookers arrive with cameras, capturing the bear's struggles. Watching the video, it's hard not to feel sympathy for the bear as it strives to escape. Fortunately, by the end of the video, the bear manages to free itself from the trap. Picture yourself on a country road recording the beautiful scenery when suddenly, in the middle of nowhere, you spot a mysterious glowing light. This video comes from a family on a road trip, navigating through a mountainous terrain, and they stumble upon a strange glowing orb in the distance. The orb is remarkably bright, moving around as if the source generating it is alive. What makes it particularly strange and unsettling is that it's situated in the middle of nowhere, without any visible source around. To me, it seems like some kind of advanced alien technology. I'm curious to know your thoughts on this intriguing phenomenon. Ever experienced the thunderous clash of two moose antlers? If not, you should check out this video. It was filmed in Alaska as a man passed through the Cape Seville neighborhood. He stumbled upon two moose engaged in an intense battle right in a driveway. These moose were quite formidable, fiercely pushing each other with their antlers. The aggression was palpable, with one moose managing to overpower the other, causing it to slip and fall to the ground. After a quick recovery, they resumed their intense clash. In the background, numerous cars and people, including kids, had come to a stop to witness this captivating moose duel. At the video's conclusion, one moose emerged victorious, and the other swiftly retreated. It's astonishing how the onlookers, especially the teens recording, stood their ground while these powerful animals engaged in such a ferocious battle. This video is a bit dated, but gained quite a bit of popularity back in the day. It showcases a creature captured from the Sea of Azov, and what makes it intriguing is that it doesn't resemble any familiar aquatic creature. Initially, it appears fish-like, but when the camera captures its entire body, strange features emerge. The creature has a strange ribcage in its midsection, and its face looks humanoid with eyes, a mouth, and distinct lips. Additionally, the creature boasts an unusually long tail. Some viewers speculate that it might be a type of mermaid, while others, including myself, lean towards the possibility of it being a mutated species of stingray due to its striking resemblance. We've all heard the advice that when you encounter a bear, playing dead can be the best strategy. But what if the bear has already seen you in motion? This video captures a hiker's experience while enjoying a walk. He unexpectedly comes across a large grizzly bear. The grizzly appears somewhat aggressive and starts moving toward the hiker. Reacting quickly, the hiker shifts into reverse, walking backward to maintain distance. Despite the hiker's retreat, the bear continues to follow. Eventually, the hiker decides to make a run for it. Thankfully, the bear doesn't pursue, and the hiker escapes unharmed. It was an intense encounter, where one wrong move could have led to a potentially dangerous situation. At night, only the bravest ones can explore the forest. Hidden in the shadows of the night, and dangerous animals come outside during these hours. This footage was recorded in the woods by a person who ventured into the forest out of curiosity and started recording his experience. The whole footage is completely unsettling, as in the mere flashlight. The forest appears eerie and instills fear. He keeps looking around as if searching for something. After just a few moments, he captures something. An eerie person with long dark hair and dressed in a white robe. Upon seeing this, he runs immediately back from where he came. Was that the sight of a lost soul haunting the forest, or was it a clever prank? A TikTok user by the name of Cryptid University claimed to have captured footage of Bigfoot lurking in the woods. In the video, an elk is calmly grazing and going about its business, nothing out of the ordinary at first glance. However, when we zoom in on the background, we can discern some intriguing details: white or gray hair and certain facial features of a figure hidden in the woods. What's particularly eerie about this encounter is that the creature in the background is incredibly stealthy. Even though elk are known for their sensitivity to noise, they don't seem to detect this mysterious figure's movements. Additionally, judging by its size compared to the surrounding trees, it appears to be quite large. The question that arises is the creature's intent in stalking the elk. Is it merely observing the elk out of curiosity, or does it have more sinister motives, possibly considering the elk as its next potential meal? A Russian family was on their way home, driving along a forest road, when they noticed something unusual in the woods and decided to start recording. In the video, the family appeared visibly distressed, and their voices reflected their anxiety as they spotted a mysterious creature in the forest. This creature had a striking resemblance to an ape or a gorilla, covered in thick dark black fur, and is casually moving through the woods. What made this encounter even more intriguing was the fact that, as local residents, the family had never come across such a creature in the forest before. It marked their first sighting of such an unusual being for the area. While they believed it might have been a Bigfoot, the low quality of the video and the distance from which it was recorded made it challenging to definitively identify the creature, regardless of its true identity. Thank God that the family wisely chose to remain inside their car, avoiding any potential danger or interaction with the enigmatic forest dweller. This video comes from a hiker who was out in the wilderness, initially thinking that a bear was stalking him. Concerned about his safety, he began recording the situation. However, when he zoomed in and focused on what he believed to be the bear, he discovered something entirely different. The creature in question wasn't a bear at all. It was a strange hybrid, appearing to be a combination of a humanoid and an ape. This peculiar being stood motionless, fixating a lifeless gaze upon the hiker. What made this encounter even creepier was the hiker's isolation. He was all alone in the wilderness, and had the creature decided to pursue him, he would have been defenseless. The creature's entire body was covered in dark black fur, resembling the description often associated with Bigfoot. However, the motives behind this Bigfoot-like creature's interest in the hiker remained a mystery. It all started with a normal house security camera recording the driveway. Then things got weird. Two tiny creatures scurried into the frame, one from each side of the car. They moved unlike anything I'd ever seen, not walking, but taking tiny, hovering steps like they were floating. These little oddities strolled around for a while, then disappeared behind the car, leaving the camera recording nothing but the empty driveway. The strangest part? They looked almost identical, and their smooth bodies seemed to lack arms or legs entirely. They were like living lawn gnomes, but way creepier. I've searched high and low, but I can't find any animal on Earth that looks remotely like these things. Could they be visitors from another world? You be the judge, but this video has me seriously questioning what's out there. Motion sensor lights are a lifesaver, saving you the hassle of fumbling for switches in the dark. But sometimes they deliver scares instead of convenience, like this chilling clip. It all starts with a normal security camera recording a quiet night. Suddenly, the motion sensor light flickers on, illuminating the scene. However, there's no humans there. Instead, a tall, smoky figure drifts past the light, triggering it to turn on. The eerie figure floats across the frame, sending shivers down your spine. This isn't just any shadow. It seems to have a form of its own. Then the main house lights come on, triggered by the same unexplained presence. The video cuts out just as quickly, leaving you with more questions than answers. Could it be a glitch in the system, perhaps? But the odds of both the camera and the sensors malfunctioning at the same time seem slim. So what exactly triggered the lights on this unsettling night? We may never know, but this clip is sure to spark your imagination and make you think twice about what goes bump in the night. This Facebook clip has got my nerves on edge. A woman claims she spotted something bizarre in the back of her property, so she grabbed her truck for a closer look. What she filmed is definitely unsettling. The video she recorded shows a view of a forest from her truck, and in the distance, something is standing perfectly still. It looks like a tall figure in white clothes, with a completely blank white head. No hair, no eyes, nothing. This thing is just staring straight at her, frozen. The whole scene has a creepy, ominous vibe. Was it a prank? Maybe some weirdo in a strange costume? If so, they absolutely nailed it. It looks disturbingly real, but if it wasn't, what on earth was that figure doing out there? And why wasn't it moving? This mystery will definitely give me the shivers tonight. This video has viewers divided. While some are excited, really hoping it's real, others, like myself, are crossing their fingers, praying it's a fake. The video, filmed by a motion sensor camera in Canada, shows the camera triggered by nearby movement. As the recording starts, we see bushes in the frame, then a flash of a small, lizard-like creature before the video ends. At first glance, it appears to be a lizard, but upon closer inspection, things get strange. Slowing down the footage and zooming in, we see the creature has 2 back legs and 2 shorter arms in the front. Its head shape also differs significantly from a lizard, resembling a dinosaur called Velociraptor. The creature also moves with incredible speed. The creature's texture blends seamlessly with its surroundings, and the way the bushes move as it walks appears very lifelike. The thought of these beastly creatures existing in our world is chilling, but it's also possible it's just a case of amazing computer-generated imagery. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. This video has me baffled. Why do some hikers crave nighttime adventures in remote, desolate woods, even with unsettling videos like this circulating online? The footage comes from one such hiker exploring the Acacia Woods. While filming his surroundings, he spots something unusual in the distance, nestled among the trees.
It doesn't hold form. I don't know, guys. What do you think?
The creature also notices the hiker and starts running away. According to the hiker, the figure initially resembled a human, but the way it ran and its unusual body structure convinced him it was a cryptid. The creature appeared quite large and swift, which frankly chills me to the bone. Witnessing such an agile and massive being makes me wonder what would have happened if it chose to attack. Adding to the unsettling atmosphere is the creature's fixed gaze on the hiker, almost as if it had malicious intent. Get ready for the weirdest thing you'll see all day. A group of woodcutters stumbled upon a completely bizarre sight, a tree fountain, as they cut into the trunk. A powerful stream of water shot out like a geyser.
That's crazy.
It kept gushing for a while, leaving everyone completely baffled. How often do you see something like that? Thinking of exploring a spooky local abandoned place with friends? Watch this video first. It shows a super old abandoned palace at night. The place has giant doorways and hallways that seem to stretch forever. The camera slowly pans across one of these big doorways, holding on it for a while. Suddenly, the cameraman hears something down the long hallway. He swings the camera back towards the sound and gets the scare of his life. A ghostly figure is standing there, staring right at him. It just stands there, completely still, in a way that sends shivers down your spine. It looks like a big, tall, human-shaped ghost. Maybe it's the spirit of someone who used to live in the palace, angry that someone dared to enter their territory. I think the cameraman made the right choice to get out of there. It's probably best to leave these abandoned places alone, especially at night. There's something unsettling about videos of lone figures deep in the woods. Even if they're not doing anything creepy, it's just strange to see them out there. This video, shot by a hiker, takes that feeling to a new level. In this video, it's dark and hard to see clearly, but there's a strange, human-like figure moving between the trees. We can see its head and hands, and it seems to be breaking branches. But why? Suddenly, the creature notices the hiker recording it and lets out a loud whoop, like a monkey. The sound is a warning, and the hiker takes it. They run, and the video ends. To me, the creature looks like an ape or a gorilla, but that's impossible. So, what was it? This next TikTok clip will have you debating whether to hide under the covers or hit rewind. The video shows a deserted street, shrouded in an unsettling quiet. But that peace is shattered when a terrifying figure appears. It's humanoid, vaguely resembling a person. But its face is a mask of pure terror. Its mouth hangs wide open, letting out a blood-curdling scream that would make your hair stand on end. As if that wasn't enough, the figure floats, yes, levitates, while it screams and weeps in what seems like unimaginable agony. The cameraman, clearly shaken, films from a hidden spot, capturing the whole horrifying scene. Now, is this genuine evidence of the paranormal, or a masterfully crafted piece of computer-generated imagery? While the lack of witnesses and the intensity of the scream raise doubts, the visual effects are quite convincing. One thing's for sure, this clip will leave you questioning what lurks in the shadows and the line between fact and fiction. We often think of black bears as wild and dangerous, but this heartbreaking video from Pakistan shows a different side. It reveals a poor bear being forced to dance for people's entertainment. The bear in the video isn't dancing because it's happy. It's moving out of fear, A man plays music while holding a stick and a rope tied painfully to the bear's nose. He uses them to control and threaten the bear. We can see the pain and fear in the bear's movements. Sadly, this kind of cruelty is common in Pakistan. People force bears, monkeys, and goats to perform for money, often keeping them hungry and afraid. After seeing this video, we can only hope that something changes and these animals are protected. Forget Superman and Batman. This video from Canada stars a true everyday hero, and his mission was to save a life. This clip captured by firefighters shows a frozen lake and a terrified dog trapped in the icy water. It's a race against time, as every shiver risks the dog drowning or freezing. One brave firefighter, tied to a rope, steps onto the dangerously thin ice. Suddenly, disaster strikes. The ice cracks, and the firefighter plunges into the freezing water. Yet, without hesitation, he keeps going. He inches forward, crawling on the treacherous surface, pushing through the bone-chilling cold. Finally, he reaches the dog and pulls it to safety. Tears of relief and cheers erupt. It's a moment of pure courage and selflessness. This firefighter risked everything for a life that wasn't even human. Videos like this prove that heroes aren't just in comic books. They walk among us, ready to make the world a better place. We've all seen videos of landslides, but this one from India takes things to a whole new level. The footage shows a rock mining site with a massive cutaway mountain and heavy machinery nearby. We can hear smaller rocks tumbling down, a tense sign of what's about to happen. Suddenly, with a terrifying rumble, an enormous chunk of the mountain collapses. It isn't just a slide, the rock and dirt cascade down like a waterfall. The force and speed are incredible, kicking up a huge cloud of dust. Workers' shouts fill the air as they scramble to record and escape the potential danger. What's truly unsettling is how close these workers were standing to the collapsing mountain. The rocks were falling so fast they could have easily caused serious injury or worse. This video is a stark reminder of the raw power of nature and the importance of safety precautions, especially in unpredictable environments like mines. You've ever been at a beachfront restaurant, enjoying the view, and wondered what would happen if a wave crashed through the window? Well, a security camera from an Italian restaurant just turned that unsettling thought into a real-life shocker. The video shows workers cleaning up after hours, wiping down tables, and mopping the floor. Suddenly, one of them notices something outside the big glass windows. They yell, and everyone scrambles towards the windows. The wave crashes into the windows with a roar, shattering the glass and sending water surging into the restaurant. The workers who were holding on let go in fear, some scrambling onto the counter, others running to the back. The water floods in quickly, turning the peaceful restaurant into a scene of chaos. This video is a scary reminder that even in seemingly safe places like restaurants, powerful forces of nature can strike unexpectedly. Also, it's a good idea to be aware of your surroundings, especially near the ocean, and to follow any safety instructions you see in coastal areas. Cryptid sightings are always unsettling, but this video takes things to a whole new level of terrifying. A father and son were hiking when darkness fell, forcing them to make their way back by the light of their headlamp.
Where?
Suddenly, the son heard a strange noise coming from the bushes. Worried, the father began recording the area, and that's when they saw it.
Go! Go!
A bizarre, completely white creature was lurking behind the trees, stalking the pair. Its movements were unsettling, almost slithering, and its head had an alien-like shape. The lower half of its body was hidden behind the trees, adding to the mystery and fear. Instinctively, the father knew they were in danger. He grabbed his son's hand, and they made a desperate dash for safety.
Don't fall! Don't fall!
This chilling footage is a stark reminder that the woods can hold secrets far more terrifying than we ever imagined. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Have you ever heard of the Michigan Dogman? It's a legendary creature said to roam the forests of Michigan. Described as a giant bipedal wolfman with glowing eyes and a terrifying howl. Recently, a video on Reddit sparked chills down spines, claiming to capture the elusive Dogman. In the video, the cameraman shines a flashlight into the dark bushes. After a tense moment, something moves. We see what appear to be dog-like ears peeking through the leaves, followed by a glimpse of a snout. The creature's lower body, visible through the gaps, seems vaguely human-shaped. Seeing this grainy footage has many people wondering, is this the real Michigan Dogman? It's hard to say for sure. The video is blurry and doesn't offer a clear view of the creature. While it's fun to think about mysterious creatures like the Dogman, it's important to be critical of such claims. It's always possible that the video is a hoax or simply misidentifies a known animal. Remember, the unknown can be exciting, but approaching it with a healthy dose of skepticism is always a good idea. Ever dream of seeing a real mermaid, just like in the movies? This video might bring back those childhood fantasies. It claims to show a mermaid swimming in the Great Barrier Reef. Back in 2011, deep divers were exploring the ocean depths, studying the amazing underwater creatures. While filming their journey, their head camera captured something strange. A fish that looked half human, half fish. It resembled what we typically picture as a mermaid. The video shows the creature twice, and both times it appears to be a mermaid. It's definitely a bizarre and fascinating sight, sparking questions about what lies beneath the ocean waves. However, there's always a chance this could be a hoax or clever editing. So, is it real? Or is it fake? You decide. A group of paranormal investigators in South Africa were on a mission to explore a desolate area rumored to be haunted by locals. Armed with their equipment and a bit of doubt, they spent the night recording the area, searching for any evidence of the paranormal. Suddenly, in the dead of night, their investigation took a chilling turn. In the distance, on the deserted road, they spotted a figure. It stood motionless, shrouded in the darkness. This figure, vaguely resembling a young girl, was translucent, almost transparent, allowing the investigators to see straight through it. The desolate surroundings, with the forest looming on either side of the road, only amplified the unsettling atmosphere. After a moment of stunned silence, realizing the local legends might hold some truth after all, the investigators decided to cut their investigation short. They quickly packed their equipment and left the area, leaving the eerie figure standing alone on the deserted road. This encounter, unlike many of their past experiences, left the investigators shaken, forcing them to confront the possibility of the truly unknown. In this captivating video, we see the scene from the perspective of someone filming from a water coaster gliding through a canal. What's truly intriguing is the presence of a mysterious creature seen in the water right behind their boat. This creature seems to be following them, creating an element of suspense and wonder. The creature's movements, closely trailing the boat, suggest an intelligence or curiosity. Could it be some strange fish? I am not sure. For 1 second, I could have sworn I spotted an arm. The existence of Bigfoot has always piqued people's curiosity. Experts worldwide have examined the evidence that has been captured and witnessed. One such piece of evidence is a video in which a massive creature was recorded by a man as it roamed through the woods. In the video, the man recording remained at a considerable distance from the camera, making a concerted effort to stay hidden from the creature. The creature had a colossal body covered in shiny black fur. To some, it might resemble a person in a gorilla costume due to its gait. But many saw it as significant evidence of the mythical creature's existence. When the video was uploaded to YouTube, it garnered millions of views and caught the attention of experts. Nevertheless, they still could not definitively determine whether the video was a clever fake or an authentic encounter. Every day, the internet witnesses a barrage of uploaded videos claiming to capture extraordinary phenomena. Yet, only a few clips truly astonish viewers and make them ponder their authenticity. One such clip features a mysterious creature recorded on camera. Initially, it may appear to be a human due to the low video quality, making it difficult to discern what the entity is. However, as seconds pass, the creature approaches the trees and vigorously shakes them. This act surpasses the physical capabilities of any human. The way the creature shakes the trees left everyone who saw the clip in awe. Many asserted that it was genuine, and that the creature in the video was the infamous Sasquatch. Nonetheless, with no further sightings of the being for years, the clip was deemed a possible fake. The mystery endures to this day. As the video begins, we see a lush forest of emerald green trees. The man recording the video seems to be in a hurry and runs into a building while recording it all. Seconds pass, and a huge storm of wind hits the place. The man is inside, so he cannot capture the whole thing on camera, but he goes outside as the storm moves forward. What he sees there is enough to make a grown man cry. The greenery and the trees are all gone, and nothing but chaos remains. Sadly, this is the usual routine for many people living in different parts of the world. These storms can be deadly, destroying houses and ending lives. Imagine going on your daily walk after dinner, but you end up seeing something that has the capability of haunting you in your dreams. This is exactly what happened to this man. As he was on his way home, he saw something in the grass. Not believing his eyes at the first glance, he took his camera out and started looking at it closely. As the camera zooms in, we see glowing eyes and a small eerie figure. It takes a few moments before the camera focuses on the face. But just then, the thing disappears. Considering the circumstances and the place, there is a possibility that it might be just an insect, although it appears to be more than just an insect if you pay attention. A man has set up cameras near eagles' nests in a forest to monitor their activities and to research the birds' behaviors. However, this one camera of his recorded something he had never expected. As the video begins, we see weird shaking of trees on the left of the nest, and then seconds after, a black furry creature appears on the right side. It stays in the same spot for a few seconds, trying to do something we are not sure about. However, those moments were enough to see that the creature was huge and had a Bigfoot-like appearance and traits. Because a human does not look like that, and there is no way it was fake, as the camera was mounted so high, and no one would think of just randomly putting up a costume and going into the forest. For those who believe in the existence of Bigfoots, this clip provided a glimpse of what it could possibly look like. Nature is full of surprises, and by surprises, we never mean the good ones. Plan on going into a forest, and you will see how unpredictably dangerous nature can be. Take this clip for instance. Everything around the man looks peaceful and in its place. The view is mesmerizing and a heaven for nature lovers. However, as soon as the man drops the small wooden stick into the water, we see an alligator jumping out of it in a millisecond. How exactly was it there? And until when was it waiting for a human to just drop in so that it can have its dinner? This is exactly the way these ultimate deadly predators can so easily hunt down their prey. The man in this clip seems to be an experienced person, looking at the way he could see the beast down there. As the video begins, the viewers can see a man who is on a walk with his dog. It appeared to be sunset, as there is very little of the day left, and the night appears to be approaching. The clip seems quite normal at first, with the dog just excitedly walking, leading his owner through the woods. But after a few seconds have passed, the dog starts to act in a weird way. It stops, and then glares in one direction before moving the other way, and then looking at the same spot. As it gets the owner confused, he moves the camera towards the direction the dog was looking at, and a shadowy figure appears there. Not moving, the figure just stands there as if not bothering the man and his dog's existence. The dog, on the other hand, was just alert, cautious, and wasn't barking at all. The video was later uploaded on TikTok. However, no one could tell what the figure was, and the mystery remains. Recorded in Washington in 2011, this video was randomly captured by some children whose main purpose was actually to record themselves having a nice time hiking in the woods. But as they later watched the video, they saw that they had recorded someone else accidentally too. A huge creature with a body covered in black-colored hair was seen leaping around a little far away from the kids. The kids pretty much remained oblivious to its existence, and the creature did not seem interested in the little humans either. But considering the fact that the beast was captured totally by accident, there is very little possibility that the creature was not real and just fake. This clip leaves us all to ponder the existence of the not-so-mythical creature, also known as Bigfoot. This video might be recorded by a fixed camera, as it is not shaky at all. It begins at night where the only thing visible is the street lamp. Darkness has spread over, covering everything else. However, 1 second passes, and we see a ghostly figure appearing. The figure emerges from the dark and moves forward a bit. It is wearing a white overall, and the darkness makes it difficult to see its face or anything else. The only thing clear is the white cloth the figure is wearing. Posted anonymously, the video started a whole argument on the internet, with some people saying it was a little girl's ghost and others taking it to the witchcraft side. No matter which of the two it is, there is no denying that this sight is something that can scare a man to his core. For centuries, one legendary creature has always been a part of open discussions among humans. Be it the old ones or the young ones, every single person is interested in the topic, and that is the famous mermaids. Multiple videos on the internet have been uploaded as evidence of the creature's existence, and one such is this video, a short clip of just a few seconds, but what it captured shocked everyone on the internet. A hand emerges out of the water, touches the boat before disappearing back into the water. Just a glimpse, but it is seen that the hand is big, webbed, and just like a mermaid's hand should be. There is always a possibility of it being something else, but marine creatures don't usually have hands, and if it were a fish, it would have looked pretty different from what it did. Two guys were camping in the woods, trying to get away from the nosy, everyday life of the human world. However, what they did not know was that they were in for a special treat from the other world. As the night approached, They decided to go for a small walk before camping in and sleeping. Seconds into the walk, they see something glowing a little far from them. There were a pair of glowing eyes, as if some beast was glaring straight at them, ready to pounce upon as soon as it got a chance. However, as the eyes appeared to be stationary and were not moving at all, there is a possibility that it might be a car parked somewhere nearby with its headlights on. Although there is always a chance that it might not be a car and actually a scary creature, because you never know. Where trail cameras are set up to get insights into the animals' daily lives, there are times when these cameras end up recording something horrifying too. Take this clip for instance, recorded through a night vision trail camera. The clip shows a black figure walking in the woods. It is just for a second that the creature is clear on the camera, as it is moving behind the trees. The clip was uploaded on TikTok and has everyone asking questions about it. What was the creature? And why did it look like a gorilla but walking like a human? Hundreds of questions, but with only a few seconds of footage as an answer. The man who owned the camera said he had never seen anything like this ever before, and his camera had never picked up anything similar. Therefore, the mystery remains unsolved. This video comes from a construction worker who was documenting the progress of a building. While recording the interior, he notices something unusual lurking behind a cement bag. Startled, the worker quickly flees, and the video abruptly ends. By slowing down the footage and freezing the frame at the moment of the sighting, a strange creature comes into focus, resembling an alien owl. This extraterrestrial owl possesses an alien-like nose and head shape. The creature's eerie gaze, fixed directly at the camera, sends shivers down the spine. What makes it even more perplexing is that it doesn't resemble any known animal or creature we're familiar with. To the observer, it appears as if this entity is an alien, perhaps curious about the construction activities taking place on Earth. This chilling video, captured in South America, reveals something deeply unsettling in the dead of night. The footage portrays a street view, and in the distance, a figure resembling a person is spotted, hunched over and on all fours. This contorted human-like cryptid remains eerily motionless. The person behind the camera reacts with genuine fear and distress, their voice trembling as they express their emotions.
Ay, madre, no. Está muy encerrado.
The creature's terrifying appearance raises unsettling thoughts, imagining it potentially sprinting towards the person filming. While a logical explanation could be a person under the influence of alcohol or substances, engaging in unusual behavior, the way this figure is hunched over seems remarkably challenging for a human to replicate. The video leaves lingering questions about the nature of the mysterious presence, adding an extra layer of fear and uncertainty to the already unsettling scene. A family was having a great time at the river, playing and enjoying the water. Suddenly, something strange started approaching them from within the river. The man, sensing the approaching presence, became a bit uneasy. As the mysterious entity swam closer, the girl in the group began to scream, causing the family to hurriedly exit the water. When the thing finally revealed itself, it turned out to be an otter. The otter emerged from the water in a way that genuinely frightened the family. Thankfully, the man had been alert to his surroundings and acted quickly when he sensed something amiss in the water. Security cameras are installed to ensure our safety, but occasionally they capture unsettling moments within the confines of our homes. In one such instance, footage from a home security camera reveals an enigmatic figure wandering around the driveway. This mysterious being appears humanoid, with a hunched posture and an entirely white body. It seems to be on a quest, scanning the property as if in search of something. The creature's movements evoke an eerie feeling, and its lack of discernible facial features adds to the uncanny nature. While there's a possibility that it might be a cleverly disguised burglar attempting to evade detection, the distinct possibility of it being a genuine cryptid cannot be dismissed. Have you ever had that eerie feeling like someone's watching you when you're alone? Well, if you have, brace yourself because this video is going to send shivers down your spine. It was captured by a homeowner who was peacefully sleeping one night when he heard a strange noise at his window, and what he caught on camera is truly chilling. In the video, you can clearly see a massive gorilla-like figure lurking outside the window. Its presence is enough to send a shiver down your spine. Some folks who've seen this footage speculate that it might be Bigfoot, but the evidence isn't crystal clear. It could also be a person dressed up in a gorilla suit, but there's something about those eyes that looks all too real for comfort. What are your thoughts on this unsettling visitor? Security cameras are meant to keep homes safe, but sometimes they capture unusual and odd moments. One homeowner recorded such an incident on their security camera. In the video, there's a very skinny and naked man behaving strangely, almost like he's possessed by a spirit. It's possible he could be someone struggling with drug addiction and under the influence. Whatever the cause of his behavior, it's clear that he needs help for his mental well-being. However, for the homeowner, seeing someone act so strangely on their doorstep was a scary and strange experience. This video was shared on TikTok by a user named Ben Trolley. In the video, the uploader claims to have captured a strange creature he believes is a rake stalking him. The video starts with a cameraman recording something in the bushes near a forest. In those bushes, we can see a pair of eyes lurking. These eyes are accompanied by a humanoid figure's outline, and it appears to have a naked body. All these characteristics seem to match the description of what people call a rake. This mysterious figure just stands there, watching the person recording, and their intentions are unclear. It's uncertain whether this creature is simply lurking and following the person or if it has more sinister and harmful intentions. This video was taken at a construction site by a night shift worker, and it shows something very strange and eerie. In the video, there's a wheelbarrow, and right next to it, we can see something moving in a really creepy and unusual way. This figure looks kind of like a human, but moves in a very peculiar manner. This mysterious creature appears to have a white body with a head shape resembling that of a yeti, and it seems to be covered in white fur. It moves slowly, as if it's being cautious or searching for something. What do you think about this unusual creature? Getting chased or followed by something is already quite scary, but being silently watched by an unknown entity is a different kind of frightening experience. In this video, a homeowner recorded what happened when he heard strange noises coming from his backyard. He decided to start filming, and in the video, we can see a forest in the distance, with it being nighttime. Suddenly, a figure moves swiftly within the woods. Based on its shape, it appears to be a humanoid creature, possibly a rake or a nightcrawler. It might be a good idea for the homeowner to consider changing his home or installing a fence in his backyard if he wants to keep this mysterious entity at bay. It was a typical morning in India, and two friends were on their way to work when they stumbled upon an unexpected sight. The video they captured reveals two leopards seemingly engaged in a fierce confrontation. Initially appearing as a serious fight, it turns out they were actually playfully interacting with each other. While street fights among stray dogs or cats are common, witnessing two leopards engaging in such play is a rare occurrence. The man recording the video contemplated intervening, but wisely realized it was their own affair, deciding not to interfere. The playful encounter took place in the middle of the road, and the man recording the scene considered himself fortunate to be safely inside a car. The potential danger of encountering such a scene on foot is a chilling thought. This video comes from the Canadian mountains, where a group of friends were on a skiing adventure. While climbing a snowy mountain for their skiing venture, they came across a rare snow leopard. At first, the snow leopard was hidden under the snow, maybe trying to sneak up on the skiers. When one of the friends approached, the snow leopard charged at him, but luckily, the friends stepped back in time, and they all burst into laughter.
Alright, you go that way.
This video is pretty fascinating because snow leopards are quite rare in the world. There are around a few thousands of snow leopards in the wild, but it's hard for scientists to know the exact number. These beautiful creatures are classified as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. They face various threats like losing their habitat, loss of prey, illegal poaching, and the impact of climate change. So it is nice to be able to get a video of such a rare sight. Whether you're an alien believer or lean towards the belief that aliens aren't real, this video might prompt a reconsideration. Captured from a plane window, the footage unveils a clear sky. As the plane progresses, an unidentified object comes into view, rapidly approaching the aircraft and zipping by in the blink of an eye. The object takes on the shape of a round plate, prompting some viewers to suggest it could be a spaceship from outer space. While my skepticism kicks in, considering the possibility of it being a new government weather equipment or something similar, there's no concrete evidence supporting such equipment. As a result, I find myself contemplating the rare occurrence of a potential unknown flying object sighting. This video, captured by a shop's security camera, documents the moment a deer crashes through a window pane of a butcher's shop front door. The deer smashes into the shop, and upon breaking the glass window, it's momentarily disoriented. After regaining its balance, the deer swiftly exits the shop, bringing the video to an end. In the midst of this chaotic event, we can hear the shop owner screaming from a nearby room, reacting to the unexpected intrusion by the deer.
Oh my god!
Deer, known more for their flight response than intelligence, may not fully comprehend the concept of glass. When startled, they tend to seek an escape route, and if faced with a window or glass door, they might mistake it for an open path. It seems likely that the deer in this video, spooked and seeking an escape, misjudged the glass as an exit, leading to the unintended chaos witnessed in the shop. Imagine you're having a blast at a party, grooving to your favorite rock music, when suddenly you glance at the sky and spot a meteor making its way down to Earth. This video captures that exact moment. Recorded during a midnight party, it shows the sky with a glowing object and smoke trailing behind it as it journeys through the sky. That dazzling display is a meteor shower, entering from the outer atmosphere and heating up, emitting light as it does. The people at the party were thrilled by this spectacle, rather than scared. Meteor storms are quite a sight to behold, and they pose no real danger to those watching since they're protected by miles of atmosphere. However, if I were there witnessing this cosmic event, I might have briefly thought it was a doomsday apocalyptic scenario. This TikTok video shows a security camera recording from a house, catching a glimpse of what seems like a real-life witch in their neighborhood. The footage reveals a calm night on the street, until a strange broom-like object enters the frame, This strange broom thing moves in an odd way, eventually shooting up towards the sky. As it disappears from view, a large shadow zooms through the sky and can be seen on the street. It looks like a witch riding her broomstick. The person who shared the video on TikTok was pretty confused about what was happening in their neighborhood.
You want me to play it just right
Yes, right now. Yeah, you can go slow-mo.
There it is. Yeah, black.
Yeah, what the frick,
Fucking
dude?
weird.
So weird.
When this supposed witch shot through the sky, all the car alarms in the area started blaring due to the sudden air impact. However, the video didn't give us a full view of the witch, and it would have been even more interesting if there were other security camera footage from nearby houses with different angles. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. Imagine you're on a camping trip with your family, surrounded by the beauty of nature, when suddenly the atmosphere takes a dark turn. A chilling video unfolds, shared by a Californian family who experienced something truly eerie during their forest camping adventure. While settled in their camp, they begin to hear strange hissing noises coming from the surroundings. Intrigued and unnerved, they decide to venture out and explore, only to be confronted by an encounter that can only be described as pure evil and unholy, a creepy humanoid figure standing before them. Overwhelmed by fear, the family hastily retreats, and the father manages to capture a distant shot of the mysterious entity. The clip captures the children running, scared from this bizarre humanoid figure. Upon closer examination, as the footage is slowed down and zoomed in, the creature appears to resemble a creepy woman with an upper body that has a tree trunk-like texture. The figure moves slowly and unsettlingly, especially in the eerie movement of its arms. Regardless of its true nature, one thing is abundantly clear. This creature doesn't seem to harbor innocent motives. This intriguing video, posted on YouTube, captures what appears to be a ghostly presence at a haunted railway station in India. Recorded at night, the footage shows an empty station, with a smoky figure materializing out of thin air. This figure takes on a humanoid shape, strolling for a while before vanishing again into thin air. While some may interpret it as a ghost or spirit, there's a possibility that the smoky figure could be the result of smoke from a nearby fireplace. During winters in India, small fireplaces are common. But if this were the case, the source should be visible to the camera. Strangely, there's no apparent nearby fireplace in the footage. Adding to the mystery, local residents consider the railway station haunted due to multiple sightings of spirits, smoky figures. The question remains, was this a genuine encounter with the supernatural, or could it be a well-orchestrated hoax? A video posted on the CreepyMax subreddit over on Reddit claims to have captured the moment a Bigfoot chased the person recording it. In the footage, we're taken to a nighttime scene in fields, where a creature is seen trying to hide in the tall grass. It appears to be making a stealthy approach towards the cameraman, biding its time for the right moment. Initially resembling a gorilla, the creature's features become more humanoid as the video progresses. The creature is hunched over, with facial features reminiscent of what many describe as Bigfoot. As the video unfolds, the Bigfoot-like entity charges toward the camera, prompting the cameraman to bolt, resulting in an abrupt end to the recording. The way the creature lurks and charges adds a spine-chilling element to the experience. However, it raises questions about why the cameraman continued filming for so long, especially considering the creature's aggressive behavior. One possible explanation could be that the cameraman was worried that turning away might provoke an attack, so they kept the camera focused on the creature for as long as possible. Have you ever wondered what it would be like if animals that went extinct long ago suddenly came back to life? Picture dinosaurs roaming around our forests. It's a strange thought, isn't it? Now, Imagine this on a smaller scale. A recent trail camera video from a Vietnam forest has captured a truly rare sight, a species believed to be on the brink of extinction, strolling through the lush surroundings. This elusive creature is known as the silver-backed chevrotain, or the Vietnamese sika deer. It's a subspecies of the sika deer, smaller in size due to the tropical environment it calls home, thought to have vanished from the wild for 30 years. This deer-like creature was last seen in 1992. However, the recent video provides new hope and solid evidence to scientists and researchers that there's still a chance to save these rare deer. These silver-backed chevrotains were originally found in northern Vietnam, and there were possibilities of them inhabiting southwestern China. Unfortunately, they were declared extinct in the wild. The discovery of this creature, caught on camera in the Vietnamese forest, is a promising sign. If you're planning a hiking adventure, it's crucial to have a companion with you. Venturing alone could lead to unexpected encounters. In a video from a hiker exploring the Canadian forest, a dense wooded area is captured. In the distance, a large black creature is seen crossing, covered in thick fur with a robust humanoid posture. The creature appears tall with a massive body frame. The hiker smartly records the creature from a concealed spot among the nearby bushes, ensuring it remains unaware of his presence. Many viewers believe this creature to be a Bigfoot due to its appearance and body structure, a sentiment shared by the hiker. It's indeed a rare and captivating sighting. However, what truly instills fear and unease is how close the hiker stood to record the creature. If the Bigfoot had caught even a hint of his presence, things could have taken a rough turn. Always better to be cautious in the wilderness. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. Encountering a Bigfoot is already spooky, but imagine the terror of being charged at by one. In this chilling video, two hikers in a peaceful Canadian forest were taking a leisurely stroll when they spotted a large black creature in the distance. This hefty creature, standing tall, noticed it was being observed and suddenly began charging at the person with the camera. The Bigfoot emitted terrifying growls and yells as it closed in.
Run!
Despite its massive size, the creature surprisingly moved swiftly. The hikers, realizing the danger, started running for their lives. The video captures the intense moment as the Bigfoot relentlessly pursued them, creating a scene straight out of a hiker's worst nightmare. This footage vividly demonstrates the aggressiveness and agitation that Bigfoot may exhibit when they feel someone is trying to record them. It's a spine-chilling reminder of the mysterious and formidable nature of these elusive creatures. If encountering a cryptid wasn't on your 2024 to-do list, this video is sure to give you a good spook. An Indian villager recorded this eerie footage while investigating distress calls from his farm animals. As he scanned the area, he heard branches breaking in a nearby tree, and what he captured on camera is downright chilling. The video he captured reveals a frightening creature climbing the tree, painted all in purple with ape-like hands and facial features. What really sends shivers down your spine is the strange and sinister smile on the creature's face. It tried to hide behind the tree from the camera, but the villager managed to capture it. After stopping the recording to call for help from other villagers, he returned to the tree only to find the creature mysteriously gone. Thankfully, the villager recorded the video first, providing evidence for what he witnessed. Without it, convincing others about this bizarre encounter would have been quite a challenge. This video comes from a tourist guide leading a group of Chinese tourists through the Carolinian Forest of Canada. As the tourists enjoyed the adventure and recorded the beautiful surroundings, they stumbled upon something quite unbelievable. In the distance, they spotted a gorilla-like creature in the forest. busy digging into the ground. The weird thing was that there are no gorillas or apes in Canada, and the creature didn't move like a gorilla, suggesting it was something else. The tour guide, a girl behind the camera, informed the tourists that it might be a Sasquatch, and judging by its appearance, it did resemble one. The Chinese tourists were amazed, pulling out their cameras to capture pictures and videos of the creature, which seemed unaware of being recorded. After digging for a while, the Sasquatch eventually wandered away, and the video came to an end. It's likely a trip those tourists will remember for the rest of their lives. Bear and hunters encounters seems to be a more popular love story than Romeo and Juliet. In this video, a hunter has a shocking encounter with a mama bear. While on his hunting adventure, he spots the mama bear heading his way. The hunter cautiously starts moving backward, keeping his bear spray at the ready. Thankfully, after following him for a while, the bear decides to leave the man alone, and the video ends without any harm done. The hunter stays remarkably calm and collected, avoiding agitating or angering the bear, which could have led to a dangerous situation.
Stay there, Barry. Don't follow us. Don't come towards us. I don't want to use my bear spray.
This video serves as a reminder always to be equipped with bear spray or air horns when venturing into the forest for activities like hunting or hiking. It's crucial to note that relying on a gun may not be effective against these massive creatures, as their thick skin makes bullets less impactful. Safety measures like bear spray are key to handling encounters with these formidable animals. If you ever spot a tornado forming in front of you, common sense says to run, right? Well, this man did the opposite. In this video, we witness a tornado forming from a tiny swirl of air. Initially, it's of a normal size, but as it gets closer to the cameraman, it becomes thinner. Instead of running away, the cameraman starts recording from an even closer distance. As the tornado gains strength, the cameraman continues running close to it, defying the typical instinct to seek safety. Luckily, this tornado turns out to be not too powerful and eventually stops after moving for a while. Many viewers are calling the man in the video foolish, and it's hard to argue against that because you never know when these things can transform into massive, furious tornadoes. This video has left most people on the internet scratching their heads as it captures a mermaid-like creature sitting in the ocean. From a distance, this creature appears to be a mix of a human and a fish, sporting a fish-like tail and a woman's upper body. However, there's another possible explanation. It could be a statue placed by a nearby fish restaurant. The puzzling part is that this is in the middle of nowhere, making the presence of a statue seem illogical. To me, it seems like a genuine mermaid sighting, but I'm a bit skeptical because the mermaid isn't moving and just sits there like a statue. It's a confusing sight, and having more footage or a closer look could provide more evidence to analyze. The mystery of this video keeps us wondering about the true nature of the creature in the ocean. If you got so far in the video, it means you're a dedicated viewer. Thank you. And if you subscribe and hit the bell button, I promise to keep posting these for you to enjoy. This video from Australia showcases an incredibly rare albino echidna discovered in Bathurst, about 120 miles northwest of Sydney. A member of the Bathurst Regional Council spotted this unique echidna and named it Raffi. Locals were fascinated by this rare creature, but they were not allowed to touch it. Short-beaked echidnas are known for being elusive, and encountering an albino specimen makes it even more extraordinary. Raffi, displaying albinism, has a genetic condition that leads to reduced melanin production in hair, skin, and eyes. While albinism is beautiful, it comes with complications, with sensitivity to sunlight being one of the most common issues. The discovery of Raffi adds a special touch to the wildlife in the Bathurst region, creating excitement among the locals who got a glimpse of this rare and captivating albino echidna. Whenever I see those exposed power lines, I can't help but fear what might happen in a big short circuit. This video from a Florida neighborhood provides a chilling answer to that question. It captures the moment when two power lines accidentally touch, causing an electric spark to travel the entire length of the power lines. The spark forms multiple times, creating a terrifying sight and accompanied by the screams of locals in the video background.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Accidents like these can be extremely dangerous, potentially leading to a power line break. If the line falls to the ground, it could cause even more disaster. It's truly frightening to witness such events happening in your neighborhood, and the unsettling electric spark noise it produces is spine-chilling. In a video making rounds on the internet, taken from Todd Standing's film Discovering Bigfoot, we catch a glimpse of an extraordinary moment where an elusive creature was caught on camera. In the clip, the mysterious being is cleverly concealed in the shadows behind a distant tree, barely noticeable to the naked eye. Thanks to the camera's high sensitivity sensor, the footage reveals a clear image of this creature. The face of the supposed Bigfoot is what many describe as typical, humanoid with large, human-like eyes, a distinct nose, and forehead wrinkles. Also, from the surface area of its face, this creature appears quite sizable, likely an adult, gazing directly at the camera with a look of surprise etched across its face. The chilling part is how this Bigfoot lurks in the shadows, and the unknown motives behind its stare. This video I stumbled upon on TikTok showcases the incredible force of a snowstorm, and it's nothing short of powerful. The person who recorded the clip gives us a first-hand look at an environment dominated by intense winds and swirling snowflakes. The landscape transformed into something resembling an alien planet as the wind whipped the snow around. The recording also captures the uploader's horses, wisely tied behind a small cliff to shield them from the relentless snowstorm. The sound of snow particles striking the camera person adds to the intensity of the scene. In open fields like these, where the wind has no obstacles, snowstorms can be particularly forceful. The way the wind moves close to the ground, carrying a high concentration of snow, is both fascinating and somewhat unsettling. This video serves as a reminder of the raw power and beauty of nature's elements. Imagine you're enjoying your cruise when suddenly, the captain announces an unexpected turn. In this video, captured by a family on a cruise trip, the cruise ship approaches a life raft in the middle of the vast sea. To their surprise, the raft appears to be all alone. No signs of anyone needing help. It's just there, gently bobbing on the waves, with not a single soul on board or in the surrounding waters. The only company it has are some curious birds flying around. This scene raises some pretty big questions and a bit of concern. Why is this life raft adrift in the sea, and what was its purpose? Was someone on it, needing assistance, or did it accidentally fall from another ship? The mystery adds an unsettling twist to the situation, leaving us with more questions than answers. The vastness of the open sea holds secrets that sometimes baffle even the most seasoned cruisegoers. Ever wondered what it would be like to witness towering monsters like Godzilla in real life? Well, this video from California tries to give us a taste of that thrill. The video shows a dark sky ready to unleash a thunderstorm. In the midst of the intense weather, lightning suddenly lights up the clouds, revealing a colossal humanoid figure's shadow for just a fleeting moment. This gigantic shadow, reaching sky high, resembles an old man holding a walking stick. The sight is undeniably eerie, and the person recording the video seems genuinely scared. Yet, upon closer examination, to me it seems the fear factor may stem more from the lightning itself than the mysterious shadow. Nevertheless, many viewers believe in the authenticity of the video. The lingering question persists. Could this be a genuine encounter with a colossal being? Or is it merely a skillfully crafted illusion, sparked by the dramatic theatrics of Mother Nature? The decision is yours. This video shows a train journey through a wooded area where it takes an unexpected turn when the driver captures something mysterious in the distance. A colossal, motionless creature, towering and entirely white, stands there fixated on the passing train. Its sheer size is awe-inspiring, and it seems genuinely curious about the locomotive, standing as if observing the spectacle. The video sparks fascination, reminding us that our world is full of enigmatic wonders. This creature, with its ghostly appearance, adds an extra layer of intrigue to the scene. The person behind the camera even goes on to label it as a ghost sighted on the train track, emphasizing the otherworldly nature of the encounter. While a rational explanation might be a scarecrow or a Halloween decoration set up by nearby residents, the unsettling feeling lingers. Even if it were a scarecrow, the sight of this figure standing alone in the middle of nowhere raises eyebrows and sends a shiver down the spine. Nowadays, creating fake Bigfoot sighting clips is relatively easy, but capturing it on a Facebook stream adds a whole new level of authenticity. This particular video comes from a Facebook streamer enjoying a forest hike with his uncle. As the live stream documented their return, the uncle suddenly grew alarmed by something in the distant forest. The streamer swiftly zoomed in on his camera to the spot indicated by his uncle and spotted a massive black creature standing completely still. This creature, covered in dark fur, initially seemed bear-like, but upon closer observation, it became clear it was something more humanoid. Both the streamer and his uncle were gripped by fear, and in the background, the distant barks of nearby dogs hinted at the unsettling presence of this mysterious being.
Oh my God, what is that? Look, a damn kangaroo. Hold up, I'm gonna get it on tape. A bear or something? Look like a damn bear.
The creature, resembling a Bigfoot, lurked behind the woods, seemingly stalking the streamer and his uncle. What added to the eerie scene were the strange hand signals the Bigfoot-like creature was making from a distance, possibly communicating with other Bigfoots in the area. The tension in the air and the mysterious signals raise questions about the existence of these elusive creatures and what their intentions might be. If you are enjoying this so far, consider subscribing. It really helps me keep this channel going. Remember the childhood fascination with mermaids? Well, this recent internet video made me question whether our mermaid dreams might have a touch of reality. The footage, shot by a hiker from a hidden spot near a lake, captures a creature in the water that looks remarkably like a mermaid. This aquatic being sports a fish-like lower body and a woman's head, embodying the classic mermaid image. As the video unfolds, the mermaid-like creature gracefully swims in the lake, bringing a touch of magic to the scene. However, my enthusiasm took a hit when the video ended without revealing the creature's face. This absence raised my suspicions, leading me to believe that the video might be a clever hoax. It's possible that the mysterious creature was merely a woman in an exceptionally well-crafted mermaid costume, playing into our childhood fantasies. While the video sparked excitement, the lack of a conclusive view leaves room for skepticism, reminding us to approach such enchanting sightings with a hint of caution. A forest ranger, after hearing complaints from campers and hikers about a strange visitor in the woods, decides to check it out and discovers something really unsettling. The ranger records a video as evidence, and the spooky scene unfolds in the dark forest at night. Armed with a flashlight, the ranger points towards a bizarre humanoid creature strolling in the distance. This creature, tall and strangely calm, moves through the woods as if it doesn't know it's been found. What makes the sight even creepier is the creature's odd texture, making it look like it's made of leaves or plants. Just the idea of such a being wandering around the forest without us knowing is enough to give you chills. The video shows the unsettling truth of these unknown creatures living deep in the forest. The ranger's discovery confirms the worries of hikers and campers, making us think about the mysteries hiding in the quiet corners of nature. In a spooky video taken inside a house, we catch a glimpse of a girl who's not really paying attention to a mirror in the room. She glances at the camera now and then, and at one point she looks into the mirror for just a second. But here's the creepy twist. When she turns her head away from the mirror, her reflection doesn't turn with her. It's like her face is frozen in the mirror, staring out even as she moves away. It kind of looks like there might be a ghost in the mirror. Usually, mirrors are supposed to show exactly what's in front of them, right? So when the girl's reflection doesn't do what she does, it feels super eerie. It makes you think the mirror is holding onto her image, or maybe something else is in there with her. Personally, I find this taps into that spooky feeling we get from ghost stories and scary movies about mirrors. Mirrors aren't just glass. Sometimes they seem to show more than they should, like spirits or creepy stuff we can't explain. I think it's quite possible this might be edited to look spooky, but you can never know. I heard many creepy things about mirrors. For more strange and interesting footage, check this out. Bigfoots have remained a mystery since forever. Again and again, people spotted them in the darkest and deepest places. But there are times when Bigfoots are spotted roaming around in the wild in broad daylight as well. For instance, take this video recorded in 2006 by a man named Harley Hoffman, where a Bigfoot was spotted on cameras as he was recording the area. It was huge and had its whole body covered with black hair. The creature, or the Bigfoot, was going somewhere in quite a hurried manner, and the man had to be safe while getting a proper glimpse of it on camera as well. So even though a small chunk, it shows the creature in the most vivid manner. If we talk about the authenticity of the clip, for me, the way the creature was moving and its appearance give the video a genuine look. What do you think? Night has always held secrets beyond our imaginations. For the curious who wander in the deepest regions just to uncover secrets, sometimes things get way scarier than they had ever imagined. For instance, these guys were out at night for a late drive, enjoying the narrow road between the thick bushes and high trees. However, as they moved forward on the path, they saw a creepy figure that sent shivers down their spine. It looked like a person covered in a brown robe, standing on a corner. It did not move at all as the car passed by it. However, the men in the car were surely shaken by this. Also, if we zoom in, I think I can make up a cross around the figure's neck, which makes now the whole individual to appear as a monk. Could this be the ghost of a monk who lost their life in a violent way around those places? What do you think? Just as I mentioned, people love wandering in the deepest regions and many times come out traumatized. Take these, for example. These people had heard about an abandoned tunnel from the World Wars and knew about the rumors of the tunnel being haunted through the locals. But that did not stop them from leaping into the deep tunnel and wandering around to look for any treasure they were supposed to find there. However, instead of what they were trying to find, they encountered a weird figure. In the tunnel, inches away from them, a human-like figure appeared as if walking away from them, and then disappeared in a moment as well. It looked like a human wearing a white uniform. Could it be the lost soul of a military medic? The men turned back and ran away, and the mystery of the ghost remains the same. Whether it was an altered video or whether they actually captured a ghost is a question which remains unanswered, and I will leave that to you to decide. This clip was recorded by a man who ventured into the forest late at night for a purpose unknown to us. He appeared to be alone and had a string flashlight on. When he couldn't find whatever he came here to look for, he turned the light off, and that's when the scary part began. What he recorded made him question what that thing he saw that night was. It was a weird orange flickering that started happening as soon as the man turned his light off, as if someone was there waiting for the lights to go out to start with its scary ritual. The man couldn't bear what he was seeing for much longer, so he ran as fast as he could back to his car. However, the scene that he had witnessed then was enough to give him nightmares for weeks. Personally, it looked like a pretty scary experience, even if it was a prank or something. A woman was busy recording a detailed video of her neighborhood, trying to capture the church right across her street. What she was trying to capture was a figure which, according to her, roamed around their area. As soon as she moved the camera towards the towering trees, she happened to see the exact figure she was talking about. According to her, the figure appears at the exact same spot every couple of days, but as soon as they try to get closer to it, they see nothing, like it vanishes into the wood. The figure, to me, looked like a man wandering aimlessly, like he is lost. Considering the lady mentions the figure disappears as soon as you get close to it, I would consider it to be a lost soul. What do you think? Just like wandering alone in the woods, camping in the woods can be terrifying as well. Even when you are not in the camp, someone else might be. Take these campers, for instance. As they returned to their camp late at night, they saw that an uninvited guest was already wandering around. It was a lioness who, as soon as she spotted humans approaching, left the camp along with a pillow that she liked. As the humans decided to stay in their car for safety purposes, because the lions were still nearby, it returned after a while, going back into the camp, and this time trying to steal the whole blanket. But the honk from the car startled it, forcing it to run away from the camp. The humans, on the other hand, seemed to be enjoying it all. As they returned the next day, they saw the scattered belongings here and there which the lions had munched on and left after getting bored of the toys. I have to say that these guys were pretty lucky. If they had arrived a few hours earlier from their trip and decided to go to rest, then the story would have been a lot more scary. Wandering around in an abandoned building, this man came across something that terrified him to the core. As he moved up the stairs, he sensed something was wrong, and as he focused on the window in front of him, he knew where it was coming from. A figure started appearing on the window gradually, and after a moment, it started getting clearer and clearer, and developed into a proper girl with her hair on her face and a white dress on. After the man got a proper hold of what he was seeing, he thought it was better to run for his life than explore the abandoned and now haunted building anymore. Was it a real ghost encounter, a cleverly edited video, or something else entirely? The answer remains open to your interpretation, inviting you all to draw your own conclusions. Titanoboas have long been extinct. However, time after time, videos come up on the internet where we see snakes so large that we are forced to rethink their extinction. And to prove we have this clip, we have a gigantic snake slithering around in the water in the Amazon River. Even the fisherman was surprised at what it was looking at. Was it just another anaconda? Or was the size too big for an anaconda, and it could be the infamous long-extinct Titanoboa? With the video so short and just a little glimpse of the snake, nothing could be said for sure. I know for a fact that there are very big snakes around that area, but that one looked way too huge. Sometimes nature surprises you from where you have never even imagined, and 9 out of 10 times it is as deadly as anything can be. Take this clip for instance. The man was coming home when the Ring camera mounted on the door recorded him almost hitting into a giant snake hanging on the door. He backed away at the right time, or the snake would have attacked, and it would have ended up really badly for the man. I am thankful this never happened to me, as it would have made me paranoid to even enter my house. The video began with an ordinary scene. 2 dogs and a cow walking down a dusty road. The cow, unbothered, walked off soon, followed by the smaller dog. But the other dog, standing slightly above on the roadside, remained curiously still. Now this could scare anyone who has an idea that there was potential danger lurking where the dog was standing. Suddenly, a blur of spotted muscle emerged from the undergrowth. A leopard, sleek and silent, stalked towards the unsuspecting dog. The dog, finally sensing the danger, let out a startled bark, but it was too late. In a flash of claws and teeth, the leopard pounced, its powerful jaws clamping onto the dog's neck. The struggle was brief, a whirlwind of fur and yelps, quickly swallowed by the encroaching jungle. This clip was recorded by a man who was walking in the middle of the woods like his usual day when he heard branches breaking from a side. Surprised and curious, he turned to look that way, and all he could lay his eyes on was a huge creature walking quickly between the trees. The creature was gigantic, had its body completely covered with hair, had a human-like walk, and looked like it was in quite a hurry. The man, astonished, saw the Bigfoot moving in front of his eyes and couldn't even move an inch until it was gone. This video, according to the man, is more than just footage. It's a warning that we humans need to beware. Skunk ape is quite famous in the United States, and notably in Florida, among people who are interested in myths and mythical creatures. This is something they had dreamt of witnessing, at least once in their lifetime. And a man actually ended up not just seeing it with his own eyes, but also recording it on his camera. According to the man who uploaded this video, was going around in the woods, following the small signs he could find, and then he started hearing rustling sounds coming from a side. As soon as he moved the camera up, he could clearly see a huge figure busy with something behind the bushes. He recorded it for around 30 to 40 seconds, and all that time the creature wandered around before leaving the area. Being a security guard on a night shift in a building empty of a single human being can take quite a scary turn at times. A security guard, when he was on his round, in one of the lobbies he started hearing weird noises. As he moved forwards, a figure appeared at the end of the lobby. Considering it could be a human, the guard moved forwards to help him if it was needed, not knowing with every step he was getting closer and closer to a potentially dangerous situation. As he moved forward, suddenly a loud bang was heard.
Niño. ¿Qué pedo? Niño. Manche. Oh man.
And he started running away, now realizing that it was not a normal human being, but a ghost of a child that was standing there, ready to make him its new victim. The guard made it out alive safely, and luckily he had it all recorded. From what I have seen online, the video could also be edited. However, we cannot ignore the genuine terror the guard had in its voice as well. In the middle of the night, as these men were walking by the road, they heard some creepy noises coming quite near them. Intrigued, they stopped to see what exactly was there causing these noises and what it wanted. As they stopped, took their cameras out, and started recording the whole situation. It did not take them long to see the pair of glowing eyes staring at them from the depths of darkness. At first, it was just one eye, which was giving the idea of someone with a flashlight on. But then the creature turned towards the camera, and both eyes were clear enough and scary enough to give chills to both of the men.
Those eyes are wide too. Look at that. Those are big eyes. Hello.
The video lasted for about half a minute, and all that time the men were standing there looking at the creature which did not try to come out of the darkness. Was it a Bigfoot, or was it just another wild animal with scary eyes? Trail cameras are usually placed to capture animals in their natural habitat, but there are times when they end up capturing things no one would have believed if not filmed. Take this clip for instance. It was recorded by a trail camera that was mounted on a tree to keep an eye on the animals. And then one night, it recorded not just one or two, but a whole group of ghosts wandering in the woods. One by one, they appear on the screen, making it more and more terrifying as the video continues. The video was uploaded anonymously, so I can't tell anything about its origin. What do you think about it? Recorded a couple of years ago, this video went viral on the internet and had everyone confused when they saw it. The video shows an alien-like creature lying on the ground. The man with the camera kept recording the figure on the ground. At first, it appeared motionless, but after a while, it started moving its hand. As this minute-long video was uploaded on YouTube, it left everyone in confusion. Unlike other videos, this one was recorded in broad daylight, but that does not make it any less scary or creepy. Recorded a couple of months ago, this man swears he spotted something bizarre. As the man was recording the surroundings, he spotted a weird creature on top of the tree, just stalking the nearby animals. Not just the man, but everyone who saw it on YouTube remained bewildered. The man claims the creature was very small with black fur, seemingly shy, as it tried to run away when they got closer. So what was that? This clip is not like any other clip. It will take you to a rather different side of nature, where you will see how animals are not just about attacking and hunting. There are times when they enjoy life too. However, things took a weird turn for this deer when it was trying to make love to what it thought was a doe, but turned out to be nothing but a statue placed by a human. As it broke, it got the deer startled, and it ran away thinking maybe he was a little too hard on the lady and got her broken now. Let's move towards a cuter side of nature where you will witness a chubby wombat come to this man every evening to eat and spend the night. And in the morning, he always goes about his important business. This wombat has carried on this routine for months, and now the man waits every day for his little friend to come and cuddle up with him in the snowy evenings and the rainy night. They have developed a bond which is so rare in this world nowadays. When the night approaches and the humans go to sleep, ever wonder what comes to life then? This video was recorded by a camera set in the home by a family who kept hearing weird sounds coming every night. It wasn't until they placed the camera that they knew what was actually happening. As the camera starts doing its work, a figure appears from the left side of the lobby and floats towards the right before disappearing completely. The family, after seeing the clip, thought it was better to just leave their home and move to somewhere else, hoping that would save them from any further encounters. Do you know the saying that kids can see things adults can't? Well, there's a video that might just prove it. In this video, a family was out in the woods on a trip, and their child spotted something in the distance. When the camera turned towards where the child was pointing, there was indeed a strange white figure among the trees. This figure wasn't moving and seemed to be quietly observing the family, and it gave off an eerie vibe. This mysterious creature looks a bit like a mummy because it's covered in what appears to be long strips of weight fabric, similar to how ancient mummies were wrapped. What do you think about this unusual creature? This video takes place in New Mexico, and it might make you a bit nervous about taking a nighttime drive on a country road. The footage was captured with a dash camera, showing the view of the road. As the vehicle continues on its way, something catches our attention on the roadside. At first, it seems like it might be just a white bag or something similar lying there. But as the vehicle gets closer, we can make out the head of this eerie creature. It's quite ghostly and appears to have a humanoid head hunched over on the side of the road. Its texture and color are white. What's really strange is that this creature doesn't seem to have any legs or a normal body. It's more like a lower snake-like part. Whatever it is, encountering something like this on a nighttime drive is definitely something most people would want to avoid. Have you ever had that eerie feeling that someone's watching you? Well, sometimes that feeling might be spot on. In this video, two friends were traveling from California to Arizona when they came across something really odd. While they were in a mountainous area, one of the friends noticed something lurking in the bushes on the mountain. They started recording, and in the footage, you can see a dark black creature in the distance, seemingly keeping an eye on them. This creature appears to have a humanoid head and resembles an ape or gorilla. However, it's puzzling because there were no nearby forests, and apes and gorillas typically live in forests. The friends claimed it might be a Bigfoot, but it's tough to say for sure due to the limited evidence. Trail cameras are pretty cool because they show us some amazing bits of nature we might not get to see in person. In this video, which was taken with a trail camera, we're looking at a snowy trail. However, there's something strange. As the video begins, a really tall stick-like figure starts moving in the distance. This figure is gigantic and has two long stick legs, and it doesn't seem to have a normal body. It's more like those stickman characters you might have seen. This stickman-like figure casually crosses the road, going about its day as if it's just a regular workday. It's a really strange sight, and I haven't even seen anything like this in movies. As this family went for a picnic out in the wild, they had no idea what they were about to witness. At first, they spotted just some branch piles, but after some time, they started sensing that someone was following them. As they took their cameras out and started recording, they succeeded in capturing a shadowy figure standing behind one of the trees. It was daytime with everything clear, but still, they couldn't make out what exactly the figure standing was, staring at them. Was it the infamous Bigfoot? Or was it some other mysterious deadly creature lurking in the depths of the woods? For the first few seconds, they did not think much of the creature, but then it started to come closer to them, freaking them out, and so they ended up running away. What was that thing? Recorded and uploaded in 2007 by a security camera mounted on a highway, this clip shows a mysterious creature crossing the road in the scariest manner. In the middle of the night, when hardly any traffic could be seen, the creature, which looked like a crouched humanoid figure, came from one side of the road and disappeared on the other after crossing. If we slow the video down and stabilize it a bit, we can see that the figure clearly had 4 limbs and a head, but it is the walk that makes it unlike any human. As the video hit the internet, it had everyone in shock. No one could tell what it was. To some, it was an alienoid creature, while to others, this was proof of the existence of the famous rake. Ask me, and I'd say I lean towards the idea that this is footage of the rake. What do you think? This reporter was busy giving the audience a live tour of a scary cemetery at night. She had no idea what was happening behind her. She could be seen being her usual self, while right behind her, some smoke appeared out of nowhere. And surprisingly, it was also shaped somehow like a human figure. The situation, the setting, and the time of the night all pointed in one direction. The smoke was nothing but a ghost, wandering in the cemetery, which was already famous for ghost sightings. The channel or the reporter did not say anything about it, but many of the people watching the live session instantly noticed it. However, no one was sure if it was really a ghost or something set up by the channel's crew to cause controversy and gain more views. Recorded a couple of months ago by a security camera mounted in front of a house, this clip shows a scary encounter that happened between a gigantic bear and a small kid. The kid on his scooter was playing in the street when a huge bear spotted him and instantly came closer. But the kid, perhaps frozen with fear, did not try to run. Maybe that is why, instead of attacking the kid, the bear stopped a few inches away and started staring at the kid. Him not running might have saved his life there. Thankfully, a man nearby spotted the bear being so close to a little kid and went to help immediately, spreading his arms wide and shouting at the bear. The man successfully scared it, resulting in the bear running away. This also gave the kid some time to run away on his scooter and find a safe place as well. Graveyards are places already famous for being the scariest and the most haunted ones. Still, there are people who go there in the middle of the night just out of curiosity, trying to find out what the dead are up to. Take these two policemen, for instance, who went looking for a suspect straight into the graveyard, thinking he must be hiding there. However, instead of finding the suspect, they heard a loud shrill scream coming out of one of the graves, making them freak out. None of them could stand the scream, and they ran as fast as they could, trying to get out of the graveyard. What creature do you think that was? Imagine kayaking down the scenic Santa Elena Canyon when suddenly you spot something incredible. Two black bears, a mama and her cub, are scaling the sheer cliff wall with impressive ease. This heart-stopping moment, captured on video in 2014, has since garnered over 20 million views, and for good reason. Witness the raw power and agility of these magnificent creatures as they navigate the daunting ascent. The mother bear leads the way, her movements deliberate and sure-footed. Her cub, following close behind, shows a remarkable level of confidence and determination for its young age. Each step, each scramble, creates a sense of suspense, leaving you on the edge of your seat, wondering if they'll reach the top. But this isn't just a thrilling display of nature's acrobatics. It's a reminder of the beauty and resilience of endangered Mexican black bears. This video was released by the police back in 2006, following the disappearance of a hiker in the remote forests of northwestern Alberta, Canada. The mystery surrounding this case remains unsolved to this day. In the video, the hiker is exploring the wilderness of northwestern Alberta. He mentions that the local townspeople had been talking about strange events occurring in the forest.
I'm currently up in the woods due to, well, what the town's been talking about, how there's been some weird occurrences.
As he's talking, a growling, yell-like noise echoes from a distance, sending shivers down the hiker's spine.
Oh God. What?
It's a terrifying sound, and he begins to fear that something aggressive might be nearby. Startled and frightened, the hiker hastily makes a run for it. As he flees, the camera captures the sound of branches snapping under the weight of something moving through the woods. The hiker eventually stops running, but just as he does, that eerie growling noise returns, and he resumes his frantic sprint.
Okay, alright. Okay, I'm not like this. Oh, shit. I can't.
Sadly, during his panicked escape, he trips and falls to the ground. As he gasps for breath, the camera points upwards towards the trees. Then, ominous rumbling footsteps can be heard approaching. The video goes dark, and as it does, we're left with the unsettling sound of something breaking. Whether the breaking sound was of branches or something even more chilling, like the hiker's bones, remains a haunting mystery. Recorded by two men who were driving home when they spotted a man standing on the side of the road, more near the trees and bushes than the road. Thinking he might be in need of some help, they stopped the car and shouted at him to get his attention.
Buddy, how you doing? Oh, just some cruisers, man. That's crazy shit. This guy's crawling at me like it's goddamn. What's up, dude?
The man who already had all his attention towards these guys started moving towards them. But that's when the scary stuff happened. The man wasn't moving in a normal way. He was crawling in a creepy manner and had a weird look on his face as well. It looked like a zombie or something, which of course scared the men so much they thought it better to just start their car and move as fast as they could out of the place, leaving the creepy man behind. As the video was uploaded, many people claimed that it could be the infamous Skinwalker, who was approaching the men with ill intentions, of course. And truth be told, I myself think this clip and the creepy guy are both very real and very terrifying. This lion saw a GoPro camera lying on the ground and decided that this is going to be its new toy. So, the lion held the camera between its strong jaws and started to run away from the guy in his vehicle. For minutes straight, the lion only ran not just from the guy, but also the other of its fellows, also interested in the camera following it around. After a while, all we see are the teeth of the lion, making us realize the lion is trying to chew the camera. But after trying and failing, it lays down on the ground with other lions. The video ended there, so we have no idea how the man got his camera back. Maybe the lions got bored of it and left, and the guy found it all scratched lying on the ground. I am not sure I would have had the courage to go retrieve the camera with all those lions around. This happened in Russia, where a family was driving together, with the kids sitting in the back recording the view from the window. At first, everything went on as normal, but then the kids spotted a giant figure in the middle of the field they were passing by. The whole family, getting intrigued by what they were seeing, stopped the car while the kid was still filming it. The creature did not appear to mind them at first, but as the family was just there not moving away, it got annoyed, so it started to chase them. And watching the creature now coming towards them quickly, they all freaked out and started driving the car. However, just as the creature stopped chasing them, they stopped their car as well. But this time, the creature was far away and in no mood of chasing them again. Ask me, I would say, even if it was a prank, it was not a good choice to stop with a car full of kids so close to a potentially deadly creature. This clip was recorded by a man who has his whole life devoted to finding the mysteries of the wild, and to disclose them all to the world. This time, he had already spotted a pixie right in the middle of the woods and decided to record it on camera. Pixies, mischievous fairies of British folklore, are tiny, childlike creatures, known for their love of dancing and nocturnal frolics. They have always been thought of as belonging to just stories and imagination. However, what this guy succeeded in capturing on camera had everyone in shock. Not long after he started recording, a tiny creature appears on top of the cliff. The creature looked down for a few seconds towards the man and the camera before disappearing back from where it came from. According to the man, this wasn't the only one. Instead, their whole families live there, and being so tiny, they have managed to hide from human eyes. But for me, it looked like it was edited. Do you agree? When some people were out in the middle of the ocean diving and having fun, they spotted a seal who was swimming towards them at a high speed. Unusually, the seal did not just swim up to them, but also climbed up on the boat. At first, the people did not understand why the animal did it. However, after some time they spotted some orcas swimming nearby and knew that the seal was trying to escape those predators and had no other place to go. So it trusted the humans over the orcas and ran to get to safety. Fortunately, its choice turned out to be the right one, and the humans let it stay on the boat until the danger was over, and the orcas had gone somewhere else to look for food. That's when the seal got off of the boat and swam away freely. Imagine you are driving on a road in the middle of the woods, tall trees on either side of the road, and a huge moose right in front of you. Normally, a person would back away from his car and wait till the moose has gone its way, but in this case, the guy stopped right in front of the moose, and even when the animal was slowly approaching his car, he did not bother to move even an inch and kept honking at it.
¡Ah! ¡Helvete! ¡Oh, helvete!
It wasn't until the animal had attempted its first attack on the car that the man freaked out and started reversing the car. The video ended with the animal still standing in the middle staring, as if plotting its next attack on the car since the human wasn't taking his warnings. This video was shared by a Reddit user on a creepy posting subreddit claiming to have captured footage of a three-eyed devil creature. In the video, there's a large rat-like creature with a black fur-covered body. At first, it appears to be an exceptionally big rat, but as it turns its face towards the camera, we see it has 3 eyes. This sight is quite strange, and the eyes look lifeless and unsettling. Upon zooming in, you can observe that this creature has a muscular and wide body, and up close, it looks different from a typical mouse. Additionally, the fur at the base of its tail is unusually extended, which is not something you'd expect in a mouse. This creature looks directly at the camera for a few seconds before the video ends. While it's puzzling to see such a creature, there could be a logical explanation. It's possible that this creature is a rare type of large mouse with a distinctive fur pattern on its body that makes it appear as if it has 3 eyes. October 20th, 2021. A quiet morning on Kyushu Island is shattered by a sudden burst of activity. Mount Aso, the largest active volcano in Japan, erupts in a fiery spectacle. A vibrant warning flashes, sending a thrill of both fear and awe through viewers. What we witness is the dramatic eruption as a plume of ash shoots skyward, painting the blue canvas with a swirling gray. But amidst the chaos, there's relief. Thanks to the timely warnings and meticulous monitoring, everyone is safe. The powerful eruption is a reminder of the raw, untamed beauty of nature, but also its dangers. Let's just hope the Yellowstone supervolcano does not follow suit. According to the man who recorded this clip, he was crossing the bridge when he heard sounds coming from underneath, so he went in to investigate. At first, there was nothing but unusually grown weed everywhere, but after a few seconds, he could see where the noise was coming from, because just then, a weird figure appeared in the darkness. Before we could make out what the figure was and what it was doing there, it ran, which freaked the man out as well, and he ended up running for his life and stopped recording the video. As he uploaded it on the internet to see what others had to say about it, he got hundreds of multiple theories from people. For some, it was the rake, while for others, it was just a homeless man scared of someone finding out his hiding place. This happened in India when a lion entered a building while the security guard was just sitting at the entrance. As the guy failed to see what had happened and how a potentially dangerous predator had entered the building, he went back to his seat without investigating the matter. The lion, on the other hand, went inside and wandered here and there for quite some time. Unable to find any human, it gave up soon and went back up through the gate and probably moved to the next building. The guard had very little clue to what was happening there. Even if he saw the lion before going in, I am not sure he would have been able to do anything. Imagine having a nice family dinner in a restaurant when a deer on the street decides to pay you an unwilling visit in the most surprising manner. This is exactly what happened to this family when they were busy having their dinner when a deer smashed through the window. The girl in the blue dress even got some glass on her, and the whole family freaked out. Thankfully, none of them got hurt badly. The deer, on the other hand, struggled a little getting itself stuck in the middle of the restaurant full of humans. Thankfully, one of the men was smart enough to open the door for the deer, and so it moved out without doing any other damage. Cats are famous for being themselves, being the meanest, and at times the bravest of all. And when it comes to cats getting angry, they won't even care if it is a lion, a bear, or in this case, an alligator right in front of them. At first, the cat just stood in front of the gator and kept looking at it, but after a few moments, it moved forward to give the gator a slap on its mouth. The gator, on the other hand, looked in no mood to attack a tiny cat, which would not even make a fulfilling meal for itself, decided it was better to swim back into the water and stay away from the tiny, annoying creature. Driving on the road, this couple came across a bear standing on the side. Intrigued by it, they stopped the car and started filming the bear, who was inches away from the car's door. Seconds passed, and the bear was now nibbling on the door, making the couple think it was adorable for wanting to get into the car and join them. However, the charm turned into freaking out for the couple as the bear ended up opening the door. Thankfully, the man closed it back in seconds before the bear could try to get inside the car, and then locked it as well. And well, maybe we need to leave the wild animals alone, because not every bear is a teddy bear or is always lovely and cute. They are deadly, apex predators, capable of attacking and devouring you in one go. While the truck driver got out of it for a few minutes to get his stuff out of the back of the truck and delivered them where it was needed, he found a huge black bear sitting in his driving seat when he came back. The bear, who probably was hungry and looking for snacks, found the truck's door open and inside smelling like food, so it hopped inside. After it was full, the bear hopped out of the truck and went into the woods, now to rest and sleep after the meal. This video captures the raw power and aggression of two grizzly bears facing off in a battle for dominance. The tension builds as the bears lock eyes and growl at each other, showcasing their impressive size and strength. Suddenly, the air explodes as the bears rise to their full height, growling and snapping their jaws. The fight quickly escalates into a flurry of fur and claws as they bite and swat at each other. As the fight progresses, it takes a surprising turn. The bears, seemingly engaged in their own struggle, begin to move directly towards the person filming them, making him run away to get to somewhere safe and not get tangled in this bear's mess. For more captivating content like this, click here. Thank you for tuning in.